The podcast lit is so defining. Say less, making movies fast forward then rewinding. Say less, we popping here in every climate. You know them charts be climbing, that melanin be shining. Brothers shining, music, sports, pop culture. Check the sculpture, getting rid of culture vultures. Kobe Bryant on our posters, Biggie Pac on down to Texas, Pimp C, Bun B, down to Oklahoma. Man, you know we gotta keep it G. From the A to the Bay, and you know we hit LA. Go to Texas, go to Oklahoma. You know we don't play. Everybody listening, they gon' hear what we gon' say. Everybody know it's lit. Everybody know it's shit. Just say less. Everybody rockin' with us. Just say less. Everybody rockin' with us. Just say less. Podcast lit, baby. Just say less. And we climbing up the charts. Just say less.
Hey. What? Episode 2.
Sir.
Yeah.
What up? What up?
So let me just get this out there. I like the intro, Poppy. Everybody,
Yeah, it's fine.
my face, you know, I didn't know we were going to be like shown when the intro was going.
Yeah.
But no, I really messed with it. Like it's really, really good.
Okay. It looked
So
like you was deep into some text messages.
Yeah,
The
and
first
I was just
episode.
getting my thoughts together, you know, preparing for
You
the
was texting everybody
episode.
about how
Yeah.
great the intro is. Like, dang, this intro fire.
I had to
man.
send Poppy like a personal message, like, "Yo, I'm listening to this intro right now. Fire."
She was so unbothered in that
That's-
first video.
No, I like.
He was not moved at all.
I was moved and bothered in my head.
Yes, yes. But everybody definitely gave us good feedback about the intro. So
Yeah. So
based off of popular demand, that intro will be on Poppy's SoundCloud now. So if you want to download the intro, go to Poppy Miliato's SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Say less.
Sure.
All right, this is random. What's the last song you listened to?
Oh, I can tell you. Mine was Sir, John Redcorn, because that joint is fire. I don't know if y'all familiar with that.
Okay,
I mess with Sir.
Put people on.
TDE. For me, I was just listening to that Letter to Nipsey Hussle, Meek Mill,
That's a good
featuring
one.
Roddy Rich.
yeah, I just listened to Lucky Day, Roll Some Mo. And I felt like I need to be like in a 1970s Cadillac with a big hat on and some bell bottoms. That's the vibe he give me for sure.
Yeah, how's Lucky Day? I've been meaning to listen to him.
Man, so far so good.
Yeah.
You know, I just tuned into him today. So,
Yeah, I've only heard like one song. I can't remember what it
but
was
I'll
called.
listen again. I'll keep listening for
That's
sure.
good. That's good. I was listening to The Box by Roddy Rich.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
so
it.
you was lit on the way.
Song is
Can't
never
go
gonna
wrong.
die.
Can't go wrong with that one at all. You can't.
Actually, I don't even know when the last time I heard it. I just went to my title just now, and that was like it was on pause. So
Shoot,
Yeah,
if you
that's-
listen to the radio, it's coming on every 5 minutes.
Boy, they wearing it out.
shout out to Roddy Rich.
They wearing that joint out.
But yes, welcome back to another week of the Say Less podcast.
What
I'm
up,
Kai.
what up, what up?
Sir.
I'm Kai.
Yes, Young Davell here.
Young Nikes here.
Morris Peanut again, a.k.a. Dark Skin Jermaine,
Oh, I love it.
I'm
a.k.a. America's Sexiest
Oh,
Gangster.
God. Here we
Okay.
go.
What's happening?
Here we go.
All the personas today.
Yeah.
All right, so Nike's going to kick off the episode, though, with our Black Business of the Week. So,
All right. So our Black Business of the Week. So I know a lot of you been thinking, you know, who made your logo? Your logo's so dope.
I was
Like,
wondering.
who was the one that made that? So
wait, let me show some enthusiasm. I like the logo, too. Okay.
So the person that did our logo, she also did our photo shoot. So if you follow us on social media at The Say Less Pod, that's at The Say Less Pod. Corey V of Concrete Dreams Marketing actually did our logo for us and shot our photos. So if you want to contact Corey, please contact her at concretedreams.com. So that's CNCTdreams.com. You can also follow her on all social media at Concrete Dreams Marketing, and also follow her photography page at Shots by True. That's Shots by TRU. True. Corey specializes in graphic designs, web designs, photography, artist branding, and management. So hit up Corey if you need any artist branding or photography or logos or anything of that nature.
Yes.
Hit up Corey V, Concrete Dreams Marketing.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
that's what's
shout
up,
out
that's
to
what's
the
up.
Black businesses.
You
And
had
so,
your radio voice on too. That was really.
You know,
Yeah,
I was trying to
smooth.
put it on. You
I
see
was
that?
Concrete Dreams
Y'all see how I'm doing it?
Marketing.com.
Fresh off work. And
That was-
I'm getting into
That
it.
was very professional. I
Thank you,
loved it.
thank
I was
you.
like, dang.
I appreciate that, guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uplift me. That's what I like.
Yes.
Brothers and sisters uplifting each other. That's what I like.
Crazy. So every week, I guess we'll have a Black Business of the Week coming from one of us. It's not going to always be Nike. Throw your friends out there. If you have a Black business, you can comment on our social media and tell us all about your Black business, and we might give you a shout out.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes sir. Support your Black businesses.
Yes.
Hit us up, and we'll definitely edit that information on our video so you can have the business card. So if you didn't catch it,
Shout
tune
out
into the
Corey
video.
V.
Corey V, what up?
All right, y'all. Let's get into this episode. This is where it's starting.
Yeah.
So Nike, I'm gonna let you take.
So why I gotta be
Go
the leader?
ahead.
I gotta be the leader?
Because honestly, you're not the. Okay, this is what happened. Nike spoke so highly of Pop Smoke last episode. It was really good. She was rooting for him. She thought he was going to take over 2020. And, it's just sad circumstances that we've come across this week. And so I think that's how we should start this episode. We're going to continue speaking highly of Pop Smoke. Rest in peace.
Yep.
And yeah, guys, how are we feeling about this?
Yeah, Pop Smoke is definitely my guy. When I woke up to that, I think I received like a whole bunch of messages from all you guys and then other folks, just like, Pop Smoke got shot. And I'm like, what? Pop Smoke got shot? Like, it just threw me off guard. I was not expecting that, especially since, we were just talking highly of him in our first episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that he did have the potential to do some big things in 2020. He's only 20 years old, young life.
20 years old.
Yeah, that one came out of nowhere. That one kind of hurt. But yeah, rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Yeah, that's just crazy. 20 years old, like that's what got me, because I wasn't like a huge fan of the music and everything. And I only heard like a couple songs, but it's just the fact that you're so young and your life is really just getting started. Like when you're 20, that's basically when you're just starting to really start experiencing a lot of stuff,
right?
And going through all these different stuff, whatever. So it's just crazy to see just another young life lost.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. And I think as far as like rap artists go, that has the street persona. I think that they have to move accordingly. If you have to hire security, get security. And also, man, it sucks. To be in that environment and have people hate on you for no reason, like at all. Like
that's the thing. Like security, yes, but in your own home, like the security got to go home too at some point. So then when you get murdered in your own home, it's like at what point? What was there to protect you? Like security clocked out.
Yeah.
And it's also crazy to think that this young kid from Brooklyn makes it. He's went through so many struggles in Brooklyn, I'm sure. He makes it. And then now he moves out of the city, moves out of the hood. We gonna be for real. Like he was in the hood and still get murdered. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
It's some envious people out there in the world, man. And the more money you make, the more problems you get. Straight up.
Yeah, I was looking into it, and apparently he had got like some sort of gifts, and his address got out, and then his unfortunate demise happened. But it also made me think about the baby when he was at that hotel like a month ago, and he got into it with that hotel worker because went to put his video out like the hotel he was staying at, and he had his his kid with him and everything. So man, it made me really think of that because your where you staying at can be compromised. So. Like, it sucks. And I understand why the baby did what he did, so, man, like, when you're in that lifestyle, like, you have to, make sure that your family is safe,
For sure.
So, yeah. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
I mean, if you guys haven't really tuned into Pop Smoke, I guess we can kind of educate you on some of the sound of Pop Smoke. Because, I feel personally, and I didn't mention this last week, I feel like Pop Smoke, who he reminded me of was a young 50 Cent. Like, if you actually listen to his music, the way he sounds, the way he talks, like his raps, it's like 50 Cent. He got that grittiness just like 50. Yeah. So, I mean, I felt like he was a young 50 Cent, and it was kind of shocking to me when I did see like 50 Cent posts. And he was like, that he was actually mentoring him in the game, just trying to show him how to maneuver and things like that. So, I mean, I get that a lot, but I mean, Pop Smoke's sound comes from, the Brooklyn drill sound. And Diamond, you want to educate us on that, on the Brooklyn drill sound a little bit?
Put me on the spot.
Hey.
I honestly don't know much about the Brooklyn drill sound, except for it's a whole bunch of young kids that came out sounding alike. And it dates back from like UK and Chicago. They all have sounds of drill music.
Yep.
And I think Brooklyn took on its own form because it's the East Coast, we're not used to hearing that type of rap in the East Coast. Like they're loud, they're yelling. Like East Brooklyn rappers are kind of chill. Like when we think of Fabulous and Jay-Z, they not breathing hard on the mic. They don't got to catch their breath and let the let the beat breathe and all that.
So is Brooklyn drill, is that like the type of music that Pop Smoke made? That's
Brooklyn drill.
Considered Brooklyn
Brooklyn
drill.
So that type of sound.
Yeah, Brooklyn drill is really a carbon copy of Chicago drill in the UK drill. So I mean, they just copied it. So like your Chief Keef, your G Herbos and stuff like that, you know, that's the Chicago drill era. Pop Smoke was one of the ones that, you know, brought that Brooklyn drill energy to New York, along with 2TGs. I don't know if you guys heard of him, but I know in New York in like 2017 that came, the first one came out, 2017, 18.
Suburban?
Yeah. And then he came out with a part 2, but that was like the start of the Brooklyn drill era. So, I mean, yeah, Pop Smoke was definitely the leader, one of the leaders of Brooklyn drill. So it sucks to see him go so early because he definitely had a bright future. I know I've seen some of my family posting memorials and stuff where they have for him the day of. So the city definitely showed him love, you know. So.
Speaking of the city showing love, today was Kobe's and Gianna's celebration of life.
Get me crying, man.
I mean, we got to talk about it. It was today. It actually wasn't. This is my take on it. It wasn't sad. Now I remember back in April being at work, pulling up on the title stream when Nipsey's funeral was, and I actually had to leave work. Like I couldn't handle
that
it.
was sad.
Like
I cried.
I left
work.
Yeah, and so I didn't feel that with Kobe. Like I just felt like they were there celebrating him. I don't know if because the casket wasn't physically there. They said they buried him yesterday.
No, they buried him like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So they buried him like 2 weeks ago. So it wasn't really the presence of a funeral. Yes, very sad and a lot of people filled with emotions, but also really uplifting. And you just see how many people him and his daughter at 13 years old has touched.
Yeah, I think they did that on purpose. It was more, they wasn't trying to, you know, go for a down, let's be sad about this. It was more like, let's celebrate, you know, all the memories that we have with Kobe, because, you know, it touched a lot of people. Like I remember seeing, like, when it popped up on the news, and, like, I don't know, like I told y'all before, I'm not really an emotional kind of guy. Stuff don't really get to me, but I was like, that one shook me. I was like, it's tough, but I agree with you. It wasn't, you know, too sad of the celebration today. So it was really more just, you know, it's a sad moment, but let's, you know, come together and just really speak on, you know, what he meant to us, what he meant to the world, what he meant to everybody. And Kobe is one, like, I didn't realize it, but Kobe really has almost touched everybody. Like, he been in the game for 20 years. That's decades.
Yes.
Decades of everybody. Like, you know, shooting your paper ball and saying Kobe. I mean, it's like it's just, he iconic. So I see why it's like, you know, it really affected everyone. And still to this day, you know, it's hard to really even think like Kobe's gone. Like it's weird to still even think that now. So I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, if you know me, you know that Kobe is definitely my guy. Like, I probably only had 2 players growing up besides Jordan. Obviously, Jordan is the one that paved the way, but. There's 2 people that was the most influential in my basketball career, and that was Tracy McGrady,
T-Mac,
and Kobe Bryant. Once Tracy McGrady, I guess he was getting injured too much, so after elementary, you know, I kind of moved to the Kobe wave, and you know, I stuck with the Kobe wave. And you know, Kobe's my guy, so it definitely hurt me to the core. I mean, I was definitely crying for days. I could not watch this celebration of life because I did not want to be on this show, eyes red, snotty nose. So I definitely didn't watch it because I just knew that I'm good. I'm at peace with everything right now, and I didn't need something just to bring me back down. So you know, I seen a little bit of clips. I could not watch Vanessa's speech because I knew that was gonna be tear jerking. But I definitely seen clips of Michael Jordan. He got teary eyed, so that says a lot because you know
what they say, right? It's gonna be another meme.
It's definitely gonna be another meme.
Definitely gonna be another meme.
But you know, then I also seen Shaq's little spill as well. I thought Shaq's he brought the momentum up because he definitely had a lot of good jokes and stuff in there. But yeah. Kobe's my guy. R.I.P. Kobe. I don't want to speak too much about it because I don't want to get emotional on the mic.
Okay. So we're going to still talk about the celebration of life, but we're gonna move on to a little softer side. Beyonce
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
opened up the Celebration of Life, and she did the best rendition of Halo I've ever heard. Like, it was really good. Did y'all hear?
Yeah, I heard it. I watched the entire thing.
It was really good. I thought she did really good. But we were at work and we were talking, and we were saying, is it okay for Beyonce to bring the fan wherever she goes? Meaning that if you notice when she was singing, her hair was perfectly blowing. And so some of my coworkers just didn't feel like it was the moment.
It wasn't
'cause it was
necessary.
a funeral.
I mean, it's not necessary, but I don't got a problem with it either.
Right.
Like, it's not necessary. Like if that's the question, then no, it's not necessary. But I really don't have a problem with it.
But how does it feel? Like, how does that look? Like, Beyonce,
that's just how
I'm
she
going to sing
move,
at your
honestly.
funeral, but where that
I mean,
fan
because
at?
it's still a performance, so you still doing it. You're performing for it, so it's a part of her performance.
That's what I was like. I was like, first of all, we need to make sure that every artist that comes up here is also hair is not blowing in the wind. We're not just about to call out my good sis. Like, maybe they just have a fan for singers. And then if they didn't, we noticed that she was the only one with the fan. That maybe she just gets hot, like she sweats profusely, and
Maybe,
okay,
maybe. We
needed
don't
to
know.
make sure.
I don't think
I'm
they-
not
I
the
get it.
biggest. I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt that it was hot. But you know, they could have put the fan on medium or something. They didn't have to put it on high. Come on now, B.
Hey, you're going to have the beehive after you.
Hey,
You gotta
come
stop
after me.
playing.
I want
So it
all the
was-
smoke.
So it was really
Bring
flying?
all the smoke.
The hair was really flying, or
I don't
It
know. I didn't
was-
watch.
it was
I didn't see
blowing.
that part. I didn't see the
The hair was blowing. It looked like she was
On the movie set.
doing Super Bowl halftime.
Oh,
But,
see, they could have put it on medium.
you know,
I don't really got no problem with that.
shout out to Beyonce, first of all, because she killed it.
Hey, next time put it on low, B.
But
Put it
you
on
say
low.
that's the best rendition of Halo?
I think that was the best rendition of Halo. Beyonce is incredible. You know what? I think we should move on because this
She
moment,
about to get on the.
we don't want to take this moment. Beyonce has a thing where the internet makes everything about Beyonce, even when it's not about
I mean, it's
Beyonce.
Beyonce's internet,
Facts.
though. I mean,
I make
She
everything
own internet.
about Beyonce, even when it's not
that's her
Beyonce.
internet.
I don't know about
So
that.
let's just say that the Celebration of Life
Debatable.
was very great. They had a great opening. Jimmy Kimmel did good
Oh, he
hosting,
did an
holding
amazing job.
himself together.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Alicia Keys just played the piano and didn't sing.
Why you
What?
gonna do her like that?
Because she was definitely going to sing This Girl's on Fire. That's why. And
When was the last
we-
time you
we-
heard Alicia Keys
Nah,
sing good?
nah.
Wait.
We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that.
We don't want to hear her screaming. Like,
You say this girl on fire.
Hey, that was on every 10 minutes on every station.
That's a good one.
TV and
That's
radio.
That's a good one.
Yeah, nah.
right.
I'm glad she
So-
just played.
She did good on that award show, I think. The day of
The Grammys?
Yeah, the Grammys. Yeah, she did good on that. I
Mm.
thought she did good for the mood and
In the moment.
The moment.
You gave her the
yeah.
benefit of the doubt because everybody was going through it. That's what happened.
It was rough, but I thought she did all right.
It was
How does Alicia Keys just get on everybody's like show?
That's the same thing I say about her. Like the singer her.
Yeah,
How about-
yeah.
Like she performs at everything. And she's great and talented. I want to see her at everything.
Yeah.
But I don't think she has that mainstream success that makes her perform at everything.
Crossover, maybe.
It seems like a network. Like she just knows somebody, or they're trying to. When we talk about what is the word that we always use for industry plants?
Industry plant. Yeah,
Like they're
yeah.
trying to make her one because she always has a Grammy nomination and she's only had one album, and she always has a Grammy performance. And I really just don't think. Like, I think if it was anyone else, they wouldn't have that opportunity. I'm not knocking her because she is literally great and she deserves the moment.
Yeah.
But I think someone is giving her that
Hey,
moment.
shout out to her management team, whoever
Hey,
they are.
working hard. They working
I about to say
hard.
they
lining them up.
they
And so
They.
it's,
Oh, I get it.
they working
I
hard for
get
her.
it. I get it.
yeah, it's just like
A bar.
even
Like what I
um,
did there, huh, Davell?
It took me a second. I ain't gonna lie.
He was like, "Who's they?" Like, you know them personally?
Mm.
But you were talking about Lucky Day earlier,
Mhm.
and her and Lucky Day were on the up and coming. You know how like sometimes they do that center stage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the BET
yeah.
Awards. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And they were on the Grammys one too. I think it's Music Matters. Or I don't know.
Yeah.
But and then now they get all the Grammy nominations. So it kind of just seems like they set the people up to win. Like you can't really
Man, just wait till my
Win.
mixtape drop.
fair
I'll listen to that.
all the Grammys.
Hey, y'all heard her sing on the first episode,
Ooh.
so you know what to expect.
Well, to be fair, she
Straight
didn't do
fire.
her vocal exercises before. So
Thank you, Davell.
Yeah, so that's
She done had
don't
tea
take
and honey,
that.
huh?
Yeah, don't take.
My throat was a little dry.
Yeah, we're not
but
going to talk about the air conditioning. That you only like
Yeah.
yours
The
at a certain temperature.
She didn't have her
This guy.
fan
Didn't
like
have my
Beyonce.
fan.
Yeah, like
lights
you didn't have
is
your
shining
fan.
bright on me.
So-
No fan.
Exactly.
Nobody don't got no problem with Beyonce get her fan. We gotta get Nike a fan.
That's
okay?
all I'm saying.
What kind of fan you want? Like a box fan?
I can get you one of those, or like those
One
small
of the
ones.
industry fans.
Those Walmart ones, they like $10. I get you one of those.
No, you're gonna get the
That ain't
personal
gonna blow
ones.
enough.
You
That's
know
just
the
gonna blow
ones that
one
you just
side.
hold-
That's
You're
gonna
gonna
blow
have
my
to hold it
bangs. That's gonna blow
You
my
gotta hold it
bangs.
and
That's
press the
it.
button. It runs on AA batteries.
Yeah. You
Don't-
gotta
hey,
get your
y'all
own
don't play
batteries.
me.
I-
Y'all don't play me. Don't play me.
Ah.
Yeah, something
I
else,
deserve the
man.
best.
Yeah, something else. Hey, so anybody watch the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight
Man,
this past weekend?
Boy, I seen all the memes.
I was gonna say I watched Twitter.
Oh, man. Hey, I seen one. Like, I support Deontay Wilder because
Right,
he's
right, right.
only Black American boxer that held it down for the last 10 years.
Mhm.
He 40 something and 0.
Mhm.
But I seen the meme. The meme was when he was in the headlock and the caption said, "I'm Deontay Wilder." You're probably wondering how I got bro, like a BT movie, bro. I was
Boy,
like,
no,
man.
the one with him side by side with Martin, that one took me out.
Oh, I didn't see that one. The one I saw was like he had him in that headlock, and it was like, bro, go get the gun.
Yeah, get the strap, bro.
Good
Man.
I think that fight made him rethink his life for real. 'cause,
Man, now he want a rematch now. He said he
Boy.
said that he had an excuse. He said that the stuff he walked in on, he said it was 45 pounds and it
So
weighed
that
his
tired him
legs.
out?
Yeah, tired his legs
bruh,
out.
don't do that to
some,
yourself, bro.
It is
I
Black
mean,
History Month.
hey.
You cannot
take
walk
the L.
out looking like freaking
Darth Vader.
Hey, what y'all think about D-Smoke,
with
though?
D-Smoke, and then
I
get
like
killed
D-Smoke.
like that.
Yeah, man. It was unfortunate, man. My boy, his equilibrium was off. Man, he was out there. Boy, like he just got off a merry-go-round. Boy, his eyes was all wide. I
Yeah,
was like,
he
yeah.
busted his eardrum, right?
Yeah, third round. I couldn't stop bleeding, man. So,
Okay, so Peanut, you seen the fight, right?
yeah, I did.
Can you explain why Fury was licking his neck? Was
Boy,
he licking
that
the
boy
blood?
crazy.
Like,
Now, at one of the weigh-ins, Fury was like, I want to taste blood, so he did it.
That
Hey,
man
kudos,
crazy.
kudos to you.
he said everything he said he was gonna do, he did. So can't.
That boy
I
nasty.
when they
I
say
wouldn't
I
wanna
did,
fight him
I
again.
did that.
Yeah, hey.
Boy, I
Hey,
would want to
he
fight him
definitely
though. If a grown man is licking blood off your neck, you shouldn't fight him. no
First of
more.
all, as soon as you
crazy.
tell me that you want to taste blood, I'm gonna be like, well, can I get a rain check? Cause
Yeah.
we ain't,
man.
nope, not
Nah.
me.
Now, hey, one thing
they living different over there. They living real different over there.
Eggs now over in the UK, them boys wild. Nah, but one thing I didn't like about it though was, boxing is it's an international sport, right? So you have boxers from different countries all over the world.
Right.
So our heavyweight boxer champion is an American boxer, right?
Mhm.
So at the end, when he started singing "Bye Bye American Pie," and all these Americans started singing it, I didn't appreciate that at all because I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
man, what, like what? So I was like, either you're not a true patriot,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, or it's just something about him you don't like.
Yeah,
Mm.
man.
You know, so-
we know what it is. We know. What
We
it is.
know.
Yeah, but I'm still rocking with him though, man.
How much did they make off that fight? Like,
A lot.
I think Wilder made like 25 million off that fight. So
25 million.
I get beat up. For
I
25
might,
mil.
yeah.
I get beat
You can
up for
taste
that.
my blood for 25 million.
knock me out first round.
I'll
goddamn.
cut myself for you to taste
I'll
it.
cut
Go
myself.
ahead and knock me out first round.
What you need? You need. Oh, you owe.
O negative.
What you need? I got.
yeah,
What you need?
We're going to make it quick. It's
Yeah.
going to be the fastest fight ever.
Yeah, but I definitely thought Wilder was gonna win though, like a 10th round KO.
Yeah, I
That big
thought-
boy.
yeah.
That big boy came out there fighting, man. He was setting up his combos, hitting him with the jab, hitting him with the herky jerky, and then just like grabbing him and putting his weight on him. I was like, man, my
herky
yeah,
jerky.
that's what he called it. I didn't coin it that.
You
That's
said
what-
that ain't my word.
Yeah, but nah, he just kept putting his weight on him. My boy was tired, man. He didn't have his legs under him or nothing. Boy, I
Yeah.
felt bad.
Yeah.
I'm glad I ain't bet.
Yeah, Fury, he's the better
I'll
boxer.
tell you that.
But yeah, I was expecting a knockout. I was expecting Wilder to knock him on out, but eventually. But yeah, it was oof.
Boy,
Hey,
That's wild.
the memes still
Get
got
it?
me.
Wild. No.
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that went over our heads
Hey, I'm gonna get that one in the car on the way home.
on the way to the
That
crib.
joke was just as bad as Nike singing, huh?
Ooh.
Wait, don't go dissing me now. You being
Shots fired.
disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
Hey, you better
All
tell
right.
you got your fan in the car.
Yeah,
Right.
we
You know
do
who
that
was
fan.
I'm ready this time. What's
We'll
up?
drop that AC down real
No.
quick for you.
Let's
Real
talk
quick.
about disrespectful.
What's up?
Boozy.
Oh yeah, Boosie.
Oh, we
man.
definitely gotta talk about Boosie.
Disrespectful.
Hey,
Boosie.
Boosie.
Man,
I was at
and I
work.
zoomed right
Wait.
by you.
Hey, the first thing I seen was a clip when he was like, he was like, "Don't cut his dick off, man." He like that girl.
Come on, man.
He might find a girl when he's 16, man. Get some, might fall in love. Man, I was like, Boosie, not care.
But he was spitting some real stuff though, for real.
Like, I didn't have a problem with the idea of what he was saying. It was just how he said he went a little far and everything. But like, it's,
We know what Boosie meant.
yeah, we know what he meant because I'm sure they're not getting reassignment surgery right now. I'm sure.
Man, I hope
I'm sure they're
not.
not.
I'm sure
But he
not.
never said that he was like gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Boosie
he's right
is-
now. They're just that's just how he
Don't
want to
Hey,
identify.
Boosie was in the gym. His electric lights was low. You know what I'm saying? He was in the, he
Don't
wasn't
cut
thinking.
his-
He wasn't thinking
First
straight.
of all,
He wasn't thinking
it's a
straight.
lot I gotta say. So let's just brief it real quick though. Dwayne Wade has been everywhere talking about his daughter transitioning.
His son.
Well, I think it's his daughter now.
Mm.
He said she in the interview the other day.
Can we do that? We can't do that.
Well, I mean,
It's whatever they call
that's fair.
the child is what
That's-
we're gonna call the child.
That's fair. That's fair
fair.
enough.
I
Oh, what they call
that's
it?
because it's their
It's a
child.
pronoun.
Yeah,
They doing
Yeah,
this
so
generation
she-
doing
she-
too much.
it's she.
All right.
So
Zaya.
Yes.
Zaya.
So
Zaya,
Yeah.
yes.
previously known as Zion,
Mhm.
Yes, I am.
is transitioning and has just want to be called the she pronouns. And so all of social media is up in a roar. Some people on Dwayne Wade's side and other people are not, like Boosie.
Mhm.
So Boosie takes to his Instagram and tells everybody that he shouldn't cut his child's dick off.
But he
That's
never
it, yeah.
said that.
Yeah, that
so
was never. Yeah, but he's just I know what he's saying. Like, because like my thing is, first of all, I would like to say like I love to see a black father, you know, just supporting their kids,
Facts.
going out for them, just
Yeah.
trying to make them feel good, trying to support them, make them happy, all that stuff. I love to see that all day long. I'll never be against that ever. So whatever you know you want to do for your kids and
Preach.
to help them, you know, succeed in life, hey, you do that. And then also, I also believe that whatever you feel inside what you want to do, you do it no matter what anybody say.
Yeah.
But do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with it at all. I think it's. I feel like I'm
You
not
don't agree with what?
letting a 12-year-old decide you're gonna be a girl.
Okay.
Right.
It's just crazy to me because there's a lot of things I wanted at 12. There was a ton of things I wanted at
Right.
12. If I came up to my mama and was like, mama, I think I want to be a girl now. She would have said, and I think people in hell want ice water, so you can go sit down. So
Right.
Like it would have just
Exactly.
been like and I just think, and it's not about that. I don't think that he not feeling this way or whatever. I'm sure he feels. But my thing is, why can't you just be? You are a boy. Why can't you be a feminine boy? You're just a feminine boy. Why do you have to say that you? And I'm not saying that's what he said, but usually, like transsexuals, they usually say like they feel like they were put in the wrong
transgender now.
or
Oh, you
transgender.
he gonna get us
whatever.
cut off 2
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah,
in? He
transgender.
gonna get us cut off.
Transgender. From what I know, they feel like they were put in the wrong body. Like
Mhm.
you're a boy, but you feel like you were supposed to be a girl. And I just think that basically, I don't see the problem with just accepting who you are. You're a boy. You're a boy. But because he said from what I've seen from Dwayne Wade, he said that his son says he's not gay. He's a trans straight, which
I don't know what that means.
that's just
So-
like,
That would be though, he feels that he is a woman, and so he would like men. So if he was a boy, yes, he would be gay. However, being that he feels that he's a woman, he is straight because he likes men.
I'm lost,
Right.
G.
Yeah.
They make
I
this stuff
understand.
real complicated.
I get that, but I'm just like, I mean, thinking that you were put in the wrong body,
Okay.
first of all,
Right.
that to me is just a little off. I'm gonna be honest. That's just a little off to me. It's not that I don't think that you feel that way. I'm sure you do feel that way, but I think
Okay. So,
Somebody-
all
Let
right.
him
So
use you.
don't you say let him use you? Come on.
I don't wanna say
so
too much.
I guess this is
Say
a
less,
very
my
hard topic to talk about, especially because you don't want to offend anybody. And
Right.
I hope we're not offending anybody because it's
I
just
said, do you though?
we don't really know how to express it. So I mean, I definitely have family members that's in the LGBT community. I had to make sure I
ABCD.
said it right.
I think there's
Um,
more.
Missed a couple letters.
But yeah, there's more letters, and they're a little bit older. I have one cousin that's a little bit younger that's going through the process, I guess as well. I don't know what to call it. And I'm with you, Davell. Like be who you want to be, like who you want to like, love who you want to love.
Do it.
It doesn't make any difference to me.
Yeah.
But as a 12-year-old, to you guys' point, I feel that you don't know necessarily yet. You're still young. There might be a girl out there that might change his mind. So I mean, I get what Bootsy was coming from, but at the same time, like if that's how he wants to identify himself, go for it.
Yeah, and also I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go
but
ahead.
He can't throw stones at a glass house either, though.
Yeah.
You can't comment on how somebody else is parenting.
Yep.
Especially when
He's telling his 14-year-old son or however old he was that he got a bat just to come because
y'all can fill in those blanks.
Yeah, I
Right.
understood it clearly.
He definitely
So-
said that. But no, I mean the kid, like, man, after watching that Dwayne Wade documentary, I understand his perspective on being a father because he didn't have the greatest parents, or the greatest upbringing. So if he wanted to love his kids wholeheartedly and support them in whatever they do, as a person, as a being, you can't say nothing about how somebody else gonna love their kids.
At all.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
I
fact.
feel like Will Smith
At all.
right there.
That's a fact.
Gotta
Black
raise my
table
kids.
That's
Boy, that's my scene.
Yeah, nah, but you can't do that, man, because like nobody's perfect, and then I think he is being perfect in this moment. Dwayne Wade in supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about when I think about this. It's like if you were in that position, how do you support your child in that? Because the whole world is against him. Somebody has to be on his side or her side. So I don't know. When I think about things like this, like you guys said, he doesn't know. She doesn't know when she gets older if she's gonna change her mind. Well, then let her mind change when she gets older. I don't think it has to be set in stone right now.
Yeah,
This
I
is how
agree
you
with
feel
that.
now. Well, this is how you feel, baby. This is how we gonna announce it to the world, and this is what we gonna do. If you change when you get older, my baby changes mine. I'm gonna be right next to him like, so what?
Yeah,
And-
I just think that you shouldn't have to go the extreme with it. So like, I mean,
But that's
support
what
your kid.
Boozy said
Yeah, and that's,
about cutting off genitals.
I agree.
Nobody else
I
said
agree.
that.
I agree. And I mean,
Yeah.
if it
That's
was,
just Boosie.
I don't know if that was going on behind closed doors, like the hormones and all that. I feel like, yes, he's too young to do any of that. But I mean, if that's how you want to live, okay, love who you like, love who you love. And as a parent, I will be supportive of my child. But like, I'm not gonna be extreme. I'm not gonna like encourage it because I know like, my necessarily beliefs. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like me and my cousins, we were all brought up the same, but hey, they like who they like. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I mean, I can't fault them for that. I still love them. I mean, I've been out with them to I don't know if gay is the right term to use, but I'm gonna use it. Gay bars. Like I actually was in Orlando. I went to Pulse nightclub a few times with my cousins when I went out there to visit them. And it was cool. Like I know like hey, don't brush up on me, type deal. But at the end of the day, they know who's straight and who's not when you go to those clubs. So I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me any. And I think that's the difference between like our generation and our parents' generation is that we don't really care about it too much.
Yeah.
It's just like okay, whatever, be you.
Yeah, it'd have been
Right.
completely different. But yeah, like, cause like I say, like, do whatever you want to do and don't care what nobody else say. I mean, I have my own opinions on it, but
Facts.
like, you shouldn't listen to me. I'm just a regular person. You shouldn't listen to me. Like, whatever you want to do, I'm a strong advocate for whatever you want to do. Just do it.
I
Like,
can't
whatever makes
judge
you good.
because
As long
I
as you're
ain't
not hurting
I ain't
nobody,
living
yeah.
right either.
Yeah,
So I mean,
as long as you're not hurting nobody or doing nothing like that, like whatever makes you happy, go for it. Do
Yeah,
it
for
like
sure.
all day long.
Yeah.
Do I agree? No.
I think we definitely need to get somebody on the show to kind of help us out on this. So, to kind of explain it and, teach us too.
I would love to. because I understand being gay. I understand that you a man or woman and you like other men or other women or whatever.
It's the other terms. Like I don't know what queer means. And
I
I've
don't
heard
either.
that
I don't
a
either.
lot.
I really don't.
And so there are a lot of terms that
There's
I
a
just
lot. It's a
don't
new
know.
one every
And-
other week.
And I
What it
literally,
means.
I've had these kind of conversations with my cousins because I don't understand it. And them being a little bit older, they're in their 30s. They like, a lot of these new terms. They was like, we don't understand it either, child.
They
It
dropping
was like
It's something new.
this young generation, they just being
Yeah,
extra. They was
bro,
like,
they-
I don't understand it either. So I
they
mean,
dropping like mixtapes. I'm like, dang, y'all heard about the new letter that they added? Y'all heard
Jesus,
about
they
it?
gonna work the way through all.
They put Z on that joint.
Yeah, the
man.
Z's. Y'all know
Hey,
the Z's now?
Man, so
number one on iTunes.
So
But I'm gonna be honest. If I was a kid, I would definitely rather be raised in the Wade household.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
agreed.
definitely.
For sure.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I just don't think I need any more of the pressure that's coming from outside inside.
Yeah.
Right.
We need that love because you
Yeah.
know if they was to come down super hard like Boosie was saying, you know, like that little boy could have went and killed himself. You know, so
Right.
you want to shower him with love versus, you know,
Exactly.
throwing stones at him and tearing him down because, you know, he's getting that in the streets already.
Yeah.
Your home is your safe place. So if you in the streets and you getting stones thrown at you, you come home to the same thing. Why would you want to be here?
Where
Yeah.
you gonna be?
Yeah.
Where
Exactly.
it's safe.
So
That's-
you're
that's
gonna
a-
go
that's a good
ahead and end it because you can't deal with all the world.
Yeah. And I think with D Wade's daughter, just being their daughter, you know, like you know, a famous couple. I think that they have, well, not they, she has like a strong foundation.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
honestly, compared to like your normal American family, because
Right.
like you said, if that happened anywhere else, like it's like the
Especially
kids
in
kill
our
themselves.
community.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
our
for sure.
community.
Oh yeah, especially
Yeah,
in our
for sure.
community, you deal with it. Like
Yeah.
just deal with it. You be
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So, I
But,
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
but why was Boosie at Planet Fitness? Like of
Boosie
all
out
the
there-
gyms he could be
Boosie in
at.
the streets.
It's
Man.
$10
He
a
in the
month.
streets.
I bet he's in there
Boosie
working
don't
out
play
some
no
jeans
game.
too. That he had some Levi's on. He was working out in too.
And some black Air
Papa
Forces
ones on
on.
my ass.
He was over
Boy.
there. He was over there
Boosie
just
be in the streets.
pacing back
Like,
and forth.
I honestly read that headline and I was like, Planet Fitness? Like I'm broke and I'm not going to Planet Fitness.
You know they told me he couldn't come back because of that.
Right. And so how do we feel about that? Like how do we feel about businesses shutting you out for your personal
I think that was
That
unnecessary.
was
That was
extreme.
unnecessary. Like that's really. No.
I mean, yeah, because he also has freedom of speech as well. You know, so
This is very true. But then in a sense, if we take social media as like a public platform to talk,
Mhm.
then I would call Boosie like a heckler
okay.
Mm,
because he
yeah.
is now then intruding like his opinion on somebody else's platform.
he
Like
been doing
he didn't
that.
have the platform.
Yeah.
to
But he
say
didn't
that.
really do anything disrespectful in my eyes. Like I didn't think anything.
No, he didn't.
He just was. He was a little. He sounded a little ignorant because they never said nothing about doing all that or whatever. But
Fair.
it wasn't like disrespectful. It was. He didn't say. I
That's his
don't. I
own
didn't say
opinion.
anything he said that was disrespectful at all.
I think he should just mind his business.
I mean,
It's
I
out
like
there.
Boosie trolling
Everybody
on
talking
on
about
social media.
Come on,
Boosie,
man.
when he's trolling, it cracks
Come
me up.
on, man.
I don't mind it, but I mean, like I agree, like what he was saying, but nobody said it, so he didn't have the right to speak on that. But
That's why
I
you should
mean,
mind your business. Like
but
we
it's
wasn't
Boosie.
even talking about that
It's
over
Boosie.
here.
He
What
gonna
are
be
you talking
Boosie
about?
gonna be Boosie.
He probably just heard it, whatever, and then he
Somebody
just
probably
reacted.
told him that.
Yeah, somebody told him he reacted.
The same
yeah.
person that gave him that Kappa shirt.
Oh man.
Exactly. Next.
He
Y'all
did.
go. I need y'all to show me the dance. Show me the shimmy. What's it
Yeah.
called? The shimmy.
Yeah, boy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Boosie is funny.
Hey,
Shout out to Boosie.
Yeah, shout out to
Boosie
him,
is
man.
funny, but he's also annoying.
Oh man.
He could be annoying because I had to unfollow him for something early on.
Oh dang, he disrespected you.
He didn't disrespect me. I think he disrespected Nipsey or something. He
Mm.
disrespected somebody. I was like, okay, I can't fuck with Boosie no more.
See?
But then I followed him back because he be saying some crazy stuff. And I'm like, I need a laugh.
It's very entertaining.
That's
Yeah,
what
you
we
gotta
say. Boosie is
protect your
entertainment,
peace.
but I don't think you
Protect
go
your
there
peace.
for wise advice or opinions. He's
no.
just entertainment.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed. But
don't need to
but
be
you gotta
entertained by
you gotta
Boosie.
just break stuff down because you know that Boosie's not gonna say it the right way. So I
right.
understand what he was trying to go
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
you understand what he was
So
saying.
it's just like, but
He's like
He
your
said it-
uncle. Like everybody has that uncle
that's
that's
just
like
gonna say whatever popping his head. Just
you
gonna say it.
Exactly.
don't say that outside of our house.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Just go
he's
back.
always normally the drunk uncle with the sandals on and shit at the barbecue.
Oh,
Yeah.
sandals, ashy ankles.
Yeah.
I think we real sensitive today too. Also, so you gotta be careful because people are super
Yes.
sensitive. You can't say nothing
Right.
at all.
Yes.
You can't say anything.
You
or
can't even
else
touch a kid.
You can't. Well, I mean,
Whoa,
I
you
don't
shouldn't
know
be
what.
touching
Wait,
kids.
excuse
Not
me.
in that way. I'm talking about whoopings. Whoopings. Whoopings.
I need some context.
Not
next time.
that type
Don't
of
just dropping that on
I'm
me.
talking about you can't get little tap, pop, a pop.
I definitely used to get my ass beat.
Hold up.
Boy, my
Man.
mama loved whoopings, bro. I swear I used to
Boy,
see
I
a smile on her
Hey,
face.
hey, you ever
I
got-
swear I did. I would look
Oh,
up
me.
and it would be there. I'm like,
That's a fact.
Hey, you ever got a whooping and then you had to take a nap afterwards?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You be asleep and then you don't wake up till it's dark outside. It'd be like 8 o'clock. You be like, yeah, I couldn't even go outside and kick.
No, the worst
Boy.
part about whoopings was the conversation afterwards.
Mm.
I did this because I love you. If I did this because I love you. You know, if you just did what you were supposed to do, then you know I wouldn't have to do these things. But the worst whoopings was the ones that you thought that they forgot about. Your parents forgot about.
You thought you was in the clear?
So you thought you was in clear. You
Boy.
like, oh, you gonna get it? Go in your room. Bet.
I don't know
I'm
about
out. Good, 'cause I ain't never get beat.
Hour passed by. 5 hours passed by. Next day, you getting your hair braided.
It's like when you
For
least
school in
expect
the
it, you
morning?
let your defense down. And then all of a sudden she pop out the closet.
You
Like,
just like, oh, like you jumping like, oh, you gonna beat with the jumps like, oh,
Did y'all get
Yeah.
to pick the belt?
Shit, I had to go pick
I
a
did,
switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to do that.
Oh, I ain't
before,
never
too.
knew about a switch. I
Man,
moved
I
to
had to-
Oklahoma.
My
hey,
grandma
I had to go pick a
did that,
switch.
yeah.
Boy, the switch. Okay, that
Hey, man.
that's child
Yeah.
abuse.
No. My grandma did that.
The
Yeah.
switches is
Nah,
child
that
abuse.
wasn't
I ain't never
child
knew
abuse.
child
Not in the
abuse
90s.
in
Not in the
2020.
90s. That was
I didn't know
normal.
nothing
That was
about a
normal.
switch till I moved to Oklahoma.
Boy, they
Hey,
used to
man.
could beat you in school. I remember when I was
Oh,
in,
I remember.
I
I
definitely,
remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
that.
I got a memory that when I was like in
Me too.
first or
Junior
second
high.
grade, I remember I was talking in my left hand, sitting on the desk like this, and I was talking, and he said no talking, and all of a sudden I just heard a pow. It was a ruler.
Hey.
Pow, that ruler.
But your school had to sign off. You had to. Your parents had to sign off on it.
No, they didn't. No,
No, I know at my
no,
school
they
you
didn't.
had to sign off like you get a whooping. I've seen this one dude. I swear he used to get a whooping every day
From a
in
teacher?
school. Yes,
Oh
like
no.
Bro, that powder used to be the first
they
thing you
used to
saw when you
whoop
walked
the
in
mess
room.
out of him in the middle of the hallway. Embarrassing, like
Yeah.
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 They used to do that
Bro.
back in the days.
Shout out to Dr. Owens because she definitely.
I ain't never went to no school where no teacher hit me. I got a teacher fired for telling me to shut up.
Oh, see, no.
I went home and told my mama, and it was a
You
whole straight
disruptive.
problem.
You disrupted.
This is when you
Nah,
was going
yeah.
to that was
Hey,
that
man,
special school you was
that was
going
her
to. Like,
career.
Bro, my
Diamond
mama
was going to them special schools when she was in New York.
All right, not special schools like slow.
Yeah.
I was going to special ed.
See, now you don't be giving no
See?
context.
I was going to specialized schools
Like,
like
you don't give no context. You just-
intellectual.
Yeah.
I was smart.
She was
gifted
she was
and
smart.
talented
She was
schools.
gifted and talented.
Okay, yeah.
I was in-
good, the good one.
That's because you was at them special
It
schools.
was a short bus, but it said it's the good one. It's fine. This is fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Hey,
It
I
was a
in
short bus of
Because
smart
it's
kids.
Yeah, smart kids. That's
Yeah,
all it was.
yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
So I get it.
Yeah, I was in a gifted, talented public school, so you know they was doing all the hood
Still, it was
at
whooping,
ratchet.
yeah. My mom came up to the school and whooped me. Like I remember one time she told me, I don't know what I did, but all I remember is her saying, if you do that again, I'm coming up to your school, I'm gonna pull your pants down in front of your class, and and I guess I did it again because I know I had on Spider-Man underwear, so it's ingrained in my memory. I had on red and white Spider-Man underwear, and she did what she said. She Tyson Furied me. She said, I'm gonna do this, and she went and did
Yeah,
it.
boy.
Yeah.
You want to know what happened when my mom came up to the school?
What happened?
Okay, so we was in the gym one day, right? And this girl, like, she kept pushing me like a nudge, right? Like, a little push, like it wasn't even nothing serious, but I was just getting tired of being nudged. So I slapped her.
Wow,
Damn right.
Like,
you jumped. I feel like you could have said stop first.
Nah.
I feel like you jumped some levels. You jumped some steps.
Yeah, no.
You went straight to slap.
I'm all about
You
action.
could have
Let's
said,
work.
"Hey, can you not nudge me first?" And then see what she said. Maybe she didn't know.
But no, it was an intentional nudge. It wasn't like on some, sorry,
Nah,
you're
she
in
was
my way.
beefing. She was beefing.
Right.
I know these
she
New
was
York
being
chicks.
picky.
They be
like,
beefing.
you know what I mean? And so we got called to the principal office, and then both of our moms had to come up to the school. Principal was like,
tell me what Auntie Tisha did.
oh
Please
my
tell me.
gosh, your daughter slapped her across the face. My mom was like, what did she do to my daughter?
That's a good question.
She just said, the girl's like, I just pushed her. I didn't slap her. My mom was like, well, I don't play tit for tat.
That
okay,
sound about
you get
right.
Hey,
a
good
push.
job, mama.
Yeah, like we don't do that. Push, 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 push. Like I'm gonna knock you out.
Yeah,
And she was like, no, I teach my daughter to hit back. She was like, did she hit her first? No. Oh, okay.
Yes, you gotta.
That's that.
You stay ready, man. Them whoopings, they build you up. Them whoopings build you up. You be
Man,
ready.
it made me
Ready
the
for
person
stuff.
I am today.
Yeah,
I thank God for them whoopings now.
My mama just got too into it. She would like all the light. I would come home, all the lights is off. It'd be candles leading into her room and stuff. It's ominous music playing and stuff. Like what's scary?
going on?
It's Michael Myers music playing like. And I'm walking like she's sitting there with the belt in her lap, just sitting there like, welcome home.
How was your day? I hate when somebody asks you how was your day when they already know how your day was.
Yeah.
Like, you know it was bad.
Did you get whoopings, Peanut?
Yeah. I got whoopings, and before I got whooping, my mom used to be like, "So what you do at school today?"
Setting you up.
Mama, they said I did this.
That's a setup.
But I didn't. But I really did. And yeah, man, I got my ass whooped enough to like just not come home after school.
I thought you was gonna say act right. He said just not come home.
Yeah, not come home after school, man. Yeah, man. I used to get hit with the closest object.
Yeah,
It could be the broom.
Extension cords, phone cords, whatever it is.
It's all a weapon.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm just saying. Now, I remember one time I got it. This was probably, I was like 12, 13, and I got hit with the belt, and I thought it was funny.
Oh, that's your
All
mistake.
right, or you try to struggle and everything. Oh, you trying to fight me now?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was
Don't
funny. I was like, I was like, stop, just stop. Like, like,
Oh man.
she's like, you think it's funny?
Turn
You
up
want to
time.
laugh.
Okay.
Boy,
that means I can go harder.
Boy, I seen her veins pop out. My mom turned to the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Boy, she lifted me up, like
Yeah.
lifted me up against the
they
wall.
get strong.
I was in the air floating.
They get strong.
I'm talking
They're
about
very
floating,
strong.
and then I just remember she just socked me in my chest, and I was just like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
You know what's worse than being hit, though?
couldn't even say anything
that?
after
Being embarrassed. So I used to talk a lot.
Mm.
It's fits, though. Like, I work in radio,
You got it
doing
honest, huh?
podcasts.
You got it
Yeah.
honest.
I just used to run my mouth all the time.
Right,
But
professional.
the teachers used to always be like, she always completes her work, and then she interrupts all the other kids
It
while
must
they're
runs
trying to
in the
do their
family.
work.
I used to be like that.
That was
They
me
need
too.
to speed up. But so I used to like stay with my Nana, and she sent me to school with "Do not talk to me" across my forehead.
The
And
scarlet
I
letter.
could not, literally the scarlet letter, and I could not remove it. She was like, "I'ma know if this duct tape came off. You know, duct tape ain't that sticky the second time."
Yeah.
She's like, "I'ma know if it came
I would
off."
have been like, man, I was sweating.
Do
I
not
was
talk
sweating.
to me. Oh my God.
I would have been like, I was sweating,
Hey,
man.
you
I
must
was
have been
sweating.
talking.
I
boy.
had "Do not
Chatty
talk to me" on my
Patty.
forehead. I used to suck my thumb. I used to have red tape on my thumb. All my school photos have my thumb tucked in because the teachers wanted to hide the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely used to be talking because I get my work done early, so it must run in the family because I did the
Yeah.
same thing. Boy, I always got in trouble. Damn,
Yeah, I wasn't embarrassed like that. I can't think of none.
I don't
Yeah,
think I got
being
publicly
embarrassed is-
embarrassed. Did I get?
Unless it was me doing it to myself, not like my
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah, my mom didn't really public embarrass me. I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, she said yeah, she did. I don't remember.
Oh,
I
the
don't
Spider-Man
recall.
thing. I guess yeah. That counts.
That's
I was-
embarrassing.
was
I remember one
Yeah.
time we was in the.
It's embarrassing alone that you just had on Spider-Man undies. So
I mean, we're young, and
You
Spider-Man is fly. Well, you're not gonna,
Man,
you're not
'cause-
gonna talk bad about Spider-Man. Like he's
Facts,
cool.
because I remember
He's
we
OG.
had them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday draws.
Yeah, I used
to
to
where
get the
you-
dinosaur
I definitely had on
ones.
a Wednesday, on a Thursday.
Oh,
It's all
fact.
right.
Oh, I never had those. I had like the
I think
dinosaurs
that
on
was. I think that was girls'
Yeah, I
panties.
think
I
those
think that
girls'
was girl
stuff,
panties.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ours had like dinosaurs and robots. And
Yeah, I
stuff
just
on
had
it.
one color. All white. All white.
No,
Hey,
all
nah,
white.
they were tan.
Those-
Nah.
I had to wash some joints in the sink.
Jesus.
Nah, I just mess with y'all, but they was all white though. I ain't had no special draws.
Yeah, man.
Straight.
You
What
just
was it
don't
Fruit of the Loom?
Yeah, for them Fruit Alone, them Hanes stuff,
Yeah,
them
that was-
Walmart specials, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, Walmart had that 12 in the pack, 7
Yeah,
in
you
the
buy a
pack.
whole bunch of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
fact.
Yeah,
We,
but
got,
shout
we,
out
need,
to
we,
the
need to,
mass
we need to get off of this.
Yeah.
They're gonna call
was
Child
waiting,
Protective Services on us. We grown as hell, but they're gonna call Child
Talking about
Protective
Monday,
Services.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
I get the
pin.
one talking about touching kids. I was like, what is
Come on. Okay,
Wow.
pause. I didn't mean it that way, guys. I did not mean it that way.
And she told me I was in like special schools.
Yeah, she been
cutting up.
You was in the gifted and talented school.
Thank you. Let them know. Thank you.
She was in special schools.
Speaking of gifted and
smart.
talented, Dwayne Wade is not gifted or talented in rapping.
Ooh. Ooh. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
It was trash.
It
like,
wasn't good.
stop saying it wasn't good. Good.
That's
it
my
wasn't
guy, though.
good. It's
my
mediocre.
guy.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
But for an athlete,
No, don't
Is
give
it
him that. Don't give him that.
terrible?
Don't give him that.
No.
because you think
Nah,
about it,
bro.
that okay, you say for a rapper, okay, yeah, but if for an athlete,
Same.
I think
It's trash. Trash.
First
is
of all,
trash.
how Rick Ross put him on a song? Rick,
I
you
think-
wasn't with him shooting in the gym, and he wasn't with you in the studio writing bars. Like, what is happening?
You better tell him.
that was Miami King.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
you know, yeah.
D-
I think D Wade just called him for the documentary, like, hey, you know, Ross, I just need It just sounded like a Rick Ross.
And then he gonna say,
Rick Ross track.
this might be a single. No, it's no one's single. Actually, Rick Ross left it off his album on purpose.
He needed some more energy. Like, he
was
just
trying to
sounded
be
like
cool.
he was just talking.
I feel like he was trying to be cool with it. I feel like he was even trying to go like
He
the
was
Rick Ross
nervous.
kind of how Rick Ross is smooth. Like Rick
Yeah.
Ross real smooth. I feel like he was
Boss
trying to be like that kind of.
Huh.
And some of the stuff he just
That was good,
I was
actually. I
that
thought
was
Rick
good,
Ross was
actually.
in the building, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Don't make me
we've
come
been
up
like, oh
with
shoot,
that.
Rick Ross here.
tiptoeing on the marble floors.
Yeah, that was
I'm
nice.
the biggest
But
boss that you've seen thus far.
That ain't bad.
Wait, you really sound.
It's not that bad. It's not that
So
bad at
you
all.
couldn't sound like
Hey,
Shaka, but you could sound like
Y'all
Ross.
stop
Got
hyping
it.
me up. Y'all get. I'm about to
that
go
bad.
to the studio today.
Yeah,
You're in
you
one.
you got a future in Rick Ross impersonations.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, D-Wade, it was
Add that to the resume.
It
It wasn't good.
it wasn't his best moment.
For this to be
but-
your debut, 16, 32, however many bars he spit,
So you saying
it wasn't good.
So you saying other rappers, other basketball players will watch them?
Oh, of course.
Man, there's some
Who?
bad ones out there.
Who will watch D Wade in the studio? Who the best NBA rapper?
Damian Lillard.
Yep.
Yeah, Lil-
First of all, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, he gave us a few tracks back in
he's
the day.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shaq's cool.
What song did Shaq have?
Shaq's cool.
I don't know the names of them, but I know
Shaq's
he can
cool.
out
Shaq, yeah,
Dwayne
Shaq,
Wade.
yeah, Shaq is definitely above him. Well,
What about Kobe?
Kobe,
Yes.
what song?
First of all,
He was
I'm
on the
not
song
saying
with,
no.
He was on song with Destiny Child back in the day.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I don't think it was probably wasn't that good. I don't think.
Everything was good.
His was probably better than D Wade's, but I would still put Shaq higher.
You think D
Iman
Wade wrote?
Iman.
Oh yeah, Iman can go.
He
Oh,
can
yeah.
go. I think he's
Iman
probably
can
the
rap.
best one.
Yeah, I be forgetting
honestly.
about it.
Marvin Bagley
Dame
can rap too. I
Lillard
think.
is still number one for me.
Or was it Marvin Bagley? Marvin Bagley can rap too. I think.
We-
Wasn't him and Damian Lillard beefing? They was battling rap.
Oh
rapping
yeah,
at each
yeah,
other?
yeah.
He's obviously not that good. 'Cause
Yeah, he's not that good, but he better than
ain't
like
nobody
D
ever
Wade.
heard.
Do you think D Wade wrote those bars or Rick Ross wrote them?
I
for
think
him?
he definitely
wrote 'em.
He definitely wrote them bars.
He put a few in there like that one about his like Gabby. I cringed. He said something about. He said something about it, like. I wish I remember what he said. It was something, and I just was like, ugh, I didn't like it. So I knew he wrote that. I knew it. That was 100%
That
D Wade.
sounded like he wrote that.
That was 100% D Wade.
He tried to
That's
do it
funny,
for the
that's
culture.
funny.
I'm sure they wrote some of it. He wrote a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Shout out
But-
to Wade County.
yeah,
Since
that's
we're
my
on
guy, though.
music, we're gonna stay on music. I think we had like a question from a listener.
Oh yeah. We definitely did. Let me get it pulled up.
Okay, I'm sorry, Peanut.
Ah,
Should
no
have cued
problem.
you in.
First
Yeah.
off, we had a lot of people submit topics for us to talk about. So thank you
Lit.
guys.
Oh, yeah, love this-
We're
love
gonna
the
get to
support.
them one by one.
Love the feedback.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
Thank y'all
one
for doing that.
episode by episode, not like one by one today.
Yeah, not today, not today.
Ooh, we just got an Amber Alert.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah, I know everything.
Praying for the foundation of Nyla Crockett. I don't know if I should have said her name on the air, but
Yeah, they family.
I
can
hope
sue you.
that she returns home safely.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to her. No, but we did this submission definitely came all the way from Romania.
Oh yeah.
Romania.
Yeah, definitely did.
Do you guys know this guy personally? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to him.
He said he's our number one fan
Number
That is
one.
dope.
That's
To
love.
be episode 1 and have a number 1 fan. That's amazing.
already.
Already. This says yo in all caps with 4 exclamation points.
What up? What up? What up?
It says looking forward to the next episode.
Well, we here.
Exclamation point. Exclamation point. All right, another one. It says please, 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 all caps. Give us your opinions and deep dives in the new R&B music scene. Kyle Dion, Lucky Day, Ari Lennox, Summer Walker, Sir, etc., and how they compare to the golden age 90s R&B.
90s.
First of all, who deemed 90s R&B the golden age? I just want to know.
Whoa! Don't
Wait.
disrespect.
I'm not
The
disrespecting.
90s.
I just need to know, is this like actual factual or is this
Facts.
just something you
I'm
said?
certain. I'm
Facts.
certain. I'm certain
Yeah.
Nike is like the oldest
Facts
person
when it comes-
in this room. Like,
When it comes
you
to
like-
R&B,
you probably
facts.
like 63.
I think I was
You
I
like
was
63
grown
for
in the
sure.
90s and then I was reborn
Yeah, probably so.
in 91.
Okay, so that's
But
just
yeah,
like,
yeah, we
that's a known fact amongst the black community, or
Yeah, I
that's
The
feel-
90s
I
is
feel like, yeah.
definitely a elite year for
It's
R&B
It's
music.
very elite. Very elite.
a leap year, like every
Elite.
4
elite.
years?
Now we got-
Elite. Got it.
Elite.
I used to say elite, so I probably didn't know that's what that was.
Hey, that's a special
It's
school.
very. Yeah, that's special school. Look,
That's
look,
a
she's
special
telling on
school.
herself now.
I got it right the first
That
time.
lie just gonna keep falling. It's gonna
I
be a
got
little
it right.
piece here and there.
Hey,
You're gonna be
short
like,
bus shouting.
Hey, y'all don't do my
Y'all
cousin
funny.
like that.
Thank you.
Shoot, only I could talk
Say
to her
less.
like that.
All right, 90s.
But yeah, 90s, yeah. Definitely. Oh,
So
I,
90s is the golden age.
I think
Yes.
so.
All right, we all
For
got
hip-hop.
that squared away.
For R&B, for hip hop and R&B.
Woo!
For hip hop and
No,
R&B.
but we're gonna stick to R&B though.
We can get on hip hop.
Are you saying 90s is the golden age for hip hop, not R&B? Come on, someone be on my side.
I could say that.
I could too,
I could say that.
but maybe because
mean,
I wasn't,
like,
like,
what was
making
the-
love in the 90s.
Oh yeah, because
I
it
don't-
depends on
Name a few of the biggest R&B joints from the 90s or like groups. Like
is
Next.
like it's Casey and
Next,
JoJo's.
I don't
90s
think
or
they're the
80s.
biggest.
Whoa.
No, I mean not the
Jodeci.
biggest, but I mean one of the biggest R&B groups.
That was
Jodeci,
Jodeci.
Brandy,
Ooh, I
112.
should have been in Jodeci.
Monica,
Yes, I was supposed to. Be
Mary
in
J.
Jodeci.
Blige.
Mary
yeah,
J. Blige.
Yeah, you seem like a Mary J fan. Like
Boy,
you be doing
that
that.
Share My World is my favorite R&B album.
Escape,
John B.
TLC.
John B. Tevin Campbell.
702, SWV.
John. You said John B. Who else?
So I got a ghost
I can-
thinker,
I can
right?
go
So
all
like
day.
she just thinks all my thoughts for me, and she told me that the only thing the R&B groups are missing
Brownstone.
now is like groups. Like we don't have groups now in
We don't
the
have groups.
2020s. Like,
Oh, you know
we
what?
had mindless behavior.
Oh no, you know what the last good group was? Day 26. I liked Day 26.
Day
They
26.
26, they
that's
were
good.
cool.
Day
They were cool.
26. I really
But
liked
they
Day
wasn't better than
26.
any of those groups that we just named.
No, but she's talking about like there's no groups today. I'm just saying the last good group we had.
Speaking
that you count
of,
for today.
Diddy is having auditions for making the band.
Oh, I'm
so
be there. I'm be there.
Cut that.
Nike could take her Shaka Khan voice over there.
Nah, I ain't-
Oh, yeah, we
I'm
a
not
band.
signing with
She-
Diddy.
she
That's
don't
the
sing
that.
Star Spangled
Okay,
Banner.
let me
We
tell
can do
y'all
the Say Less
something.
band.
That is the worst decision you can make. Is signing with Diddy,
Oh man.
Hey,
and this is why I
I mean,
say
I might
that.
take it.
This,
Hey,
is, this
when-
is why I say
This
that.
thought is
Wait,
of
when we
Nike
make it,
only.
Diddy gonna come in here
No.
and say,
I'ma
"Stop
tell
playing
you-
with my name."
I'm gonna
Right.
tell you why.
All for
Oh,
you.
ain't foreign this one. I ain't playing on his name.
But
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy.
Listen, Diddy's
Sean
definitely
Combs.
the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's an awesome and a brilliant businessman. But I say for today, if you're trying to sign with Diddy today, that's probably the worst decision you can make.
Why?
Because okay,
We got to
compared.
get back to our question too, but go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
I
got
want
us
to hear
all
this.
off
though.
topic.
I want to
but-
hear this.
So this is how I look at it. Everybody that signed with Diddy in, let's say, after the 2000s, right?
Mhm.
Their careers did not go far at all.
One-
Because they'll drop like one album and that's that.
One group made it though, the Locks.
But that was in the 90s.
Oh
Yeah, but you know he was holding that contract.
But
too, he was-
listen to what I'm saying. Like, and he still,
It's
he
the
still,
Locks. I wouldn't hold
But they,
if we
they
want to
still
get
made it. They
deep,
made it out of that, and they were still popular in
okay.
the 2000s.
Diddy need to pay Mace his money. Like,
Talking about
No.
Murder Mace
yeah,
or
why?
Pastor Mace.
No,
Why shouldn't he pay Mace his money?
because Mace made a deal. Like if we're talking business, this is a deal he made. Mace want
Okay,
his,
and he still has.
he want his royalties and his masters back. He got to pay for it.
Yeah.
I just
And
heard
he
that
did.
somebody.
He gave him what he offered. Diddy told him to pay him X amount of money for his royalty.
Mace paid it.
Mace got the money now.
Did he
He was
pay
trying
it?
to pay for it. He was trying to pay for it, but Diddy won't let him get it.
Yeah, don't mean it. That
Did
don't
he
mean
probably-
he'll sell it back.
Yeah. Did he probably realize
mean,
it's not
yeah.
worth?
I just
the-
feel
you
like
probably
you know
don't- you
you
don't
had
have to.
you had your
Yeah.
Danity Kanes, you had your Day 26s and stuff like that, and he didn't really do nothing with their careers. Like they dropped one album and then it was just like that.
So
was
this
done.
is what I've learned from TV shows making artists, that it's more of a TV show deal than a Diddy deal. Diddy's the face of making the band, and MTV needs him to put the show together, but they actually signed a Viacom deal and not a Bad Boy deal. Like they weren't signed to Bad Boy.
I said they don't own none of that music anyway. Then
And
Yeah, so I
French
think
Montana don't even mess with Diddy, and he was signed to Bad Boy.
French
But
Montana
he
just
rock with
can't put
everybody
out
else.
good music anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Like
He
no
put out
matter
some-
who he
put out
signs
some
to,
hits.
He stays
not gonna
afloat.
work.
That's
Stays
what I
afloat.
say. He just stays afloat.
back to this golden era.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
topic though. But yeah, back to
We
this.
get back on that, yeah.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about the R&B today?
I think the R&B today, I want to like emphasize today, like right now at this time, is amazing.
Okay.
3 months
Yeah.
ago, 5 months ago, maybe okay, that's too far. A year ago,
I say
maybe
like 2.
not. A year or 2 ago,
Okay.
yeah, I'll go with
All
you
right,
on
so
that.
throw out some artists.
Sir.
He named them all, sir.
Frank Ocean.
Ari
That's my
Lennox.
guy.
First of all, her,
Brent Fayez.
Yes.
her.
Keep
Keep going. Her,
you say Ari Lennox, Summer
her.
Walker.
her.
I mean, I haven't really gotten on her wave. I'm gonna be honest.
This
Like,
conversation
I'm slowly
is invalid and unsound
listen
now.
Listen to me, Linda. So
My name
I mean,
is Kai.
I'm trying to get on the new R&B wave, and it's slowly out. And there's somebody that y'all didn't name that I actually really mess with. That's on the R&B tip, and hasn't really broken through yet. But it's an artist called Blast.
He's like
Actually,
the underground king of hip hop
And
and R&B.
if you listen to Blast, I want y'all to go Google him. His name is spelled Blast, BLXST. He is dope.
Yeah,
From
And
New
I
York?
think I send him. No, he's not from New York. I send him.
You know, Nike only put on New York artists.
Hey, boy,
I
she
send
holding
him
it
to-
down for y'all, boy.
he a young Brooklyn Bull, so you know we gotta.
Young Brooklyn. But I think I put Davell on to Blast.
I'm not gonna lie, you put me on. We
I
was
put-
taking a trip on Christmas Day to Oklahoma,
Yeah.
and you know I had to Shazam it real quick. I couldn't let you know you put me on.
Hey, why do y'all do that?
So-
Why do y'all do
Wait,
that?
not
Why-
even Shazam.
Nah, women
you know
do
your
that,
car
for
got
real.
the little.
Hey,
the
Davell-
song
It's
is
a-
playing, so
Probably
I
know.
was like, okay, I ain't even gotta ask for the song. It's
Hey,
right
don't be trying to tell
there.
people
Hey.
I drive a
Hey,
nice
why
car.
why do women do that?
Don't tell them
They
that.
ain't gonna even ask you. Hey man, what song you
Drive a
playing?
ratchet
They
car.
just
Because
gonna steal it.
I don't need
hey, they
everybody
playlist
know.
be booming, boy. Hey, my sister do that all the time. She ain't gonna
Yeah,
ask me.
they all
Then
do.
I hear it like the next week or so. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey,
This is my
Like,
logic.
oh yeah, I got that from
Just because I heard the song when I was with you doesn't mean you put me on.
You did
Like
though.
Nike in the car did not say, "Yo, Dom, I'm about to play
No,
this song.
you
You gotta
exposed
check it
her.
out." So she didn't put me on to the song. It was in her
No, I put you
playlist.
on.
She
It
exposed
was
you.
it was
She
a
exposed
give
me
you
to the
credit.
song.
It was a discreet put you on.
nah.
So you okay? I do that too. Subliminally play a song, be like, "Yeah, they gonna fuck with this one." Like this the one right here. Like you be playing songs specifically for the people in the car.
On me, I've been doing that all the time. I've been putting people on like, you gonna listen to this.
So,
Right.
so
And then
y'all,
you seen their head bounce, and you go, all right, let me put one more on. Let me put one more on.
yeah. So y'all think it's like a resurgence of R&B music?
Definitely,
Mm.
definitely.
But there's a difference though.
It is a difference.
There's a difference. I feel like back then, it was more about like love, and like today is more about being like selfish, almost like you like being selfish to yourself, like protect yourself,
Yeah.
be heartless.
I agree
all
with
that
that.
stuff. Like it seemed like that's the main difference I noticed between them.
The
Like
content change.
yeah, it's like nowadays, like usually singing about like taking care of yourself, and you.
And
don't
in the
need nobody
90s, you
really.
had 14-year-olds talking about everything we doing now.
Yeah, bro. They don't. The problem is they don't sing
Yeah,
in the rain no
immature
more.
definitely was one
Everything
of
we're
my favorite
doing
R&B
now.
Bro, the
groups.
problem is they don't sing in the rain no more. Why
don't
is
sing
no
in the
one
rain
singing
no more.
in
That's
the
a
rain?
fact.
Hey,
No one is singing in the rain.
That is
It
a
died.
fact.
It died when Ray J did it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
like, he-
Ray
he-
J or Omarion?
Oh yeah, Mario was.
Omarion
Omarion was
in there.
definitely the last person I think was singing in the rain.
Boy, Omarion
What
used
song
to
was
come out
that?
there. Touch. No, that wasn't in the. I don't think. Was that Icebox? That's probably Icebox. He was.
Icebox.
Yeah, Icebox.
That's a good song though.
Icebox, where my heart used to be.
You gotta hit
Me
that.
and Davell
Oh,
is
that's
gonna
when you
do a
gotta hit that
duet.
with a- boom.
We gonna
You ain't gotta worry about Diddy asking for a record
We're
deal.
gonna do a duet one day on the show. Me and Davell.
But so there's a lot of people that feel this way. So I have a tweet pulled up because I was doing some research.
Oh,
Not really. I was on
he
the
in the
shade
Twitter
room.
streets.
Yeah, the tweets is watching.
Tweets is watching.
So Young and May tweeted.
Ooh,
I don't know when she
I
tweeted
seen
this.
that.
ooh.
But she said music don't feel the same because we barely have R&B. R&B brung that balance to music. Now everything is leaning one way, shaking my head, so it gets quickly played out quick. We need R&B for the balance, no cap.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
What is she listening to though? We just named so many great artists. What
It's not as mainstream as or like as like not as consistent. Like it's not really. You see more like rap now. Like
Yeah.
back in the day, like you would see a lot of R&B artists that were just out there. Like bam, these.
So I
R&B
think our issue is that, sorry to cut you off,
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
R&B isn't mainstream.
not really
Because
anymore.
every R&B artist, for
Really,
them to
yeah.
be mainstream, they have to go pop.
Yeah,
It's true.
I think that's what it is. There's not
Yeah.
enough mainstream R&B.
And honestly, that ain't where the money is at.
What, pop?
No,
Or
R&B music.
R&B.
Oh, correct.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think everything is influenced by hip hop, even country music. Like they
Even
got
R&B,
808s.
like they
Yeah.
have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because it's like, is it too emotional?
I don't think it's too emotional.
No.
I think just the way music has kind of shifted now. Like you said, it's kind of like you do have to go pop to get that mainstream appeal.
You got to have a bounce.
Yeah.
Do we think people are getting heartbroken still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people out there getting their heart broke.
Man, I'm
You ain't
tell-
gonna never see it though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Social media like covers everything up. Move on to the next. Quick. No, I'm talking about people in general. Like the artist has to have music to cater to, like people to cater their music
Yeah.
to.
yeah.
And so if no one's out here going through love and heartbroke like Mary J. Blige,
You know
got
what? That's
time
a
on
good
her
point
hands.
because like
Or
I
Monica.
there's not a lot of songs that make me feel like convicted or like, you know, like really like getting my feelings like the 90s R&B music.
Yeah.
Cause like there was one day and I'm gonna tell this story. I was in the car and I just started playing Mary J. Blige "Share My World" album. This was the first time I played it in a
What was you going
long time. And that's the thing. I wasn't going through nothing. That's why I was like so confused.
Yeah.
So like I was driving, and then me and my cousins, we was meeting up. So when me and my cousins meet up, we call ourselves Cousinship Ministries. You know, it's a ministry. Anyway, so I got there and I was like, yeah, I was listening to that Share My World album. And they was like, oh man, I remember we used to listen to that. I used to love it. So we just listened to it. And we really got deep in our feelings. Like, I definitely wasn't going through nothing, but I was in here sad. Like I just broke up with somebody.
It'll do it
I'm
to
like
you.
going through all these emotions. I'm sitting here thinking about past relationship, past dudes that I've been involved with. I'm like, dang, it just took me to another place. And I'm like, man.
Definitely some wine cooler shared that night.
And then even like songs like Usher, like Usher's Confessions albums and things like that. Like there's so many Usher songs. I'm like,
Usher's Confessions album is
What?
the greatest R&B song.
I'm like,
album of all
dang,
time.
I definitely did set him up with this person.
Excuse me, so what?
And I knew it should have been me. Damn. Like, yeah.
Excuse me, so what?
Songs don't do that to you nowadays.
We're gonna breeze past that.
Now, come get so what? No, run it back.
What?
Usher's
Because she sounded serious.
I wasn't serious.
Oh, we in the heat of the
Never mind.
moment.
We gonna roll
No,
past
we
it
gonna
then. We
y'all
gonna
keep
roll-
it going. We
Nah,
gotta
we
get
gonna
this
roll
this
past
diamond and peanut heat of the moment. Come on.
I just feel like Usher's Confessions is one of the best
Oh,
R&B
that's
albums
one of the
ever.
best.
You know,
Okay, so what's another one?
it's maybe too soon, but Summer Walker has a classic album.
Yeah,
She has.
you
a
probably just don't like it, do you?
No, I
like
like it.
Summer Walker.
I like Summer Walker's album, but I don't think it's a classic.
Woo.
I don't
She has an
classic.
amazing voice, though.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
has-
she has
she's
good,
great.
she has an
amazing
amazing voice,
She's really great.
but I can't say it's a classic. I can't.
I like
She's
Summer
great.
Walker. I think, but like y'all said, like that's the main, like getting back to the question, like that's the main difference. Like even with the Summer Walker thing, like I liked it and all, but it's not the same as like back in the '90s when you would hear a song and you just feel like those emotions and stuff like that. It's like I said, today I feel like with today's music, it's like it's more of like you protecting yourself now. It's like, oh, like you hurt, but
I
oh,
think-
you
I
don't,
think
What
What
about
whatever.
SZA's album?
SZA's album.
Control,
is
classic.
good.
Oh, that was
Classic.
I like SZA too.
We're still waiting on Alt Delete SZA, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I like
classic.
SZA's.
I mean, that
I don't
I
know.
think that
I
album
like SZA a lot.
it was a different direction that I wasn't expecting that direction. You know, like that was the perfect side chick album.
yeah,
Like, and that was, I think that's
Y'all
what was
tripping.
dope about
we
it.
We forgetting one. And one. All
it was a Fashion Nova album.
right, Shea Butter Baby.
Oh, Ari Lennox.
Hey,
I didn't
Shea
know we
Butter
wanted
Baby.
to take it there, but we can
Shea
take
Butter
it
Baby.
there.
Hey,
hey.
I can give you the whole track list right now.
Run
from
them
beginning
down
to end.
for us.
Ari Lennox is great.
I
Amazing.
haven't really gotten into
And
Ari
she
yet.
Oh, yeah,
funny.
you need
She's
to-
so funny.
I listened to some of it. I just haven't really. I gotta go listen to it some more.
Yeah, you do.
And you get her Instagram lives and
Boy,
the
she's so
interludes,
funny.
Like
She's so funny.
she Chicago boy, the way them trumpets, that was the best part of the photograph, the movie. Like, oh,
Oh my God.
Oh, she. I got the Beyonce feeling
Amazing.
from you right now.
oh, ask
Nah, that album's
anybody.
really good.
Ari Lennox is
No,
top
yeah, she's
two.
dope. She's dope.
She's still number 2 because Beyonce
dope.
number 1. But yeah,
And her personality great.
Yeah, yeah. She
Man.
definitely
Love her
deserved the
personality.
Grammy for that. She got robbed.
I ain't gonna say nothing about Beyonce.
we ain't got to talk about Beyonce. We talking about today's R&B. She ain't put out an album in how long?
Been about 16 years. I just laugh.
Mm.
So
So
Okay.
the
We have
question, yeah, go ahead and tell her.
okay, we had a question from an audience member. We have a live studio audience. If you guys
Shout
know.
out. What up,
Um,
Mama Nikes? Yeah.
Brandy.
What up?
And so the question was, do we think that Chris Brown is still the king of R&B?
Yes.
Nah, Jacquees hold that title.
Disrespectful.
I have never even listened to a Jacquees song.
Hey, speaking of Jacquees,
I can't.
What is this little cool thing?
I don't know. There's something about his voice I really don't like.
cup holder.
He sounds like an old school artist, but I just feel like I don't know.
Chris Brown?
Something about him I don't like. No,
I
Jacquees.
think it might be his personality that you don't like. But I mean, he could sing. He has
I
an
haven't- I
old
haven't
school
dived into-
voice.
I've
But
not
I
dived
think
into
that
at
Chris
all.
Brown is definitely the king of R&B.
But is it
Today.
even still
Still,
R&B?
still,
Because he's
right now.
he's
That's
kinda
what I was
pop.
gonna say.
He's kind of pop.
What do we call Michael Jackson?
Prince.
Yeah,
The
'cause
king of pop.
That's and Michael Jackson. That's king of
I
pop.
think
yeah.
Chris
King of
Brown
pop.
is
King
in
of
that
pop.
lane.
All right, so all right, okay. So if it's Chris Brown,
So-
if
If it's not Chris Brown,
yeah. So if everything didn't happen with R. Kelly, do you
Oh.
think he still would have been the king of R&B?
unfortunately, yes.
Yes, I mean, he made great music.
I'm not speaking on it.
Ain't no lie about that. It was good music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mute R. Kelly.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
we don't mess with him, but yeah, the music was great. Music
Yep.
amazing.
Fantastic.
The music was amazing. Amazing.
yeah, it was fire.
So why isn't Usher in that category?
Like greatest all time.
I'm just saying.
I don't think Usher had the voice to be greatest of all time. He was a great entertainer, but his voice cannot stand alone.
Yeah. I used to I used to have a whole dance routine to the You Remind Me. You remind me.
Nike used to write Usher on the wall.
That's a fact. In green crayon. So when the light reflected through the window, you could kind of see a reflection. Usher Raymond. I learned how to spell it through the song. I was like 4 or 5 years old when it came out. USHERRAYMOND. That was actually my first crush.
Oh, really? What
Really?
time was it when he was in his drop top?
Let's get into it.
What time was it?
It's 7 o'clock.
Quiz.
Hey, I'm a pass all the 90s.
If you ain't know what time Usher was in the drop top, you too young.
Yeah,
way too young.
for sure.
I know.
For
It was
sure.
6:54.
Might have been.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I mean, you think he just started singing soon as he got in the car?
He might have waited till 7 o'clock. He might have actually
Right.
You
waited.
got a good point there.
He was already cruising the street.
Oh, and you estimate the time too. If it's 6:50, be like, oh yeah, it's about 7. About
Right, like
7.
how
You
sound
right.
it's
That's what he said. Oh,
6:54 on the dot.
He's like,
You
it's
right. You right.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh,
It sounded better.
Yeah.
Ooh, them vocals.
Yeah.
came.
you heard the vocals, right?
Y'all be trying to play me like I
I
can't
was
sing.
gonna-
Like,
I heard
y'all
the
know I got
vocals.
top 3 vocals.
I got
top 3
a real
vocalists.
pretty.
Like
No.
she said that rendition of Halo was the best. Mine is up there too.
I agree.
Mine
don't
is
hear
up
it.
there.
I think.
Say less.
But
Okay, say less.
Say less. Say
for
less.
another time. For another time.
all right.
But yeah, go ahead, Pete.
Now I was gonna say, over the past week, we were coming up with some topics that we want to talk about, and if y'all didn't mind switching it up, we got one here.
Sounds like it's getting
Oh
deep.
yeah, I had a good one.
All right, it says, is it possible to be in love with someone and feel that someone else is your soulmate?
Okay, so this is a question that I send in the group chat, but I'm gonna let you. I want to hear what y'all think about this.
I'll
because-
say yeah,
Yeah. definitely.
because Will Smith said so.
Yeah. Hey, whatever Will Smith says.
Will
goes.
Smith said he was with his wife
WWWD. What would Will do?
and he seen Jada Pinkett, didn't talk to her,
Oh,
went home
you've been
and
watching
said,
the Red Table
said
Talk.
God said this was my wife, this was my woman, and then I don't know what happened.
While
but
he was
they
with his
together
wife.
now.
His original
But
wife.
you said in love. Can you be in love and feel that?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can be
Yeah.
in love with people. You can be in love with a lot of different people, I think. Not at the same time, but like you can be in love with different people. You can fall in love with a different person.
But like
I mean, so what is the difference between being in love with somebody and a soulmate? So I think we need to break that down first.
yeah, that's a good question. I think you can fall in love. I think you can fall in love with someone through consistency. I feel like you could just be somebody just
Agreed.
consistently there, and you could fall in love with them, just be fine, be comfortable with them, and all that. I think there's different ways you can fall in love with people. I think a soulmate is, I don't have a clear definition, but it's just something that just really clicks. Like it's just like y'all
So-
just
I think it's a soulmate is deeper, So I mean, it's somebody that that you can never live without,
Mhm.
regardless if you love them or not. Like you might have to love them from a distance. So okay, let me give y'all a little bit of background on what made me ask this question. So the reason I asked this question, and it's not me because I'm not about
The
to air my
tea is
business.
hot
I'm not about to put my
today.
business out here in these streets, but I was
I know
watching.
you got a friend of a friend of a friend. Go ahead.
No, I was watching. So there was a show. I can't remember what the name of the show is, but it was about Andre Ricin and Left Eye, and it talked about how all their Left Eye's friends talked about how they knew that Left Eye loved Andre Ricin, but they all believed that her soulmate was Tupac, and Tupac
Left
was
Eye?
always somebody that she wanted to be with, but Tupac was like, he never wanted to get to that level. He was like, it was kind of like, I'm going to love you from a distance. Like he never wanted to be intimate or pursue a relationship with her, but she always wanted that from him.
Right.
So that's where the question came from. And when they said it, I was thinking about it. I'm like, you can definitely be in love with somebody, and you know, like you can be in love with somebody. You know who your soulmate is because that's somebody that you can't live without. But my thing was, I'm trying to figure out the right words to say it. Is when you're in love with somebody and you with them and you know this person is your soulmate, is that settling?
That's a good question.
So
That's a good question.
that's how I was feeling. I was like, I would feel like I might have an idea of somebody that may have been my soulmate, but I would never cross those boundaries with that person because I cherish the friendship that we have and the bond that we have. But like I feel like I could love somebody else, but there's always something in the back of my head that's making me feel like I'm settling for that person.
Oh boy,
I'm
with you on this one. Like I'm with you, boy. We hand in hand on this one. Cause I be feeling like that too, honestly, and I be struggling with that. I be struggling with that. Like you be with someone and you just like, is this it? Is it, or is like, like, so I get what you're saying, but would I call it settling? I don't know if I would call it settling, because I think, well, in a way, depending on how you look at it, it is settling if you feel like someone is your soulmate. But I think if you're in love with someone, and I don't know, that's tough. Man.
I don't know. I think
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, being in love with someone and thinking someone else is your soulmate. I think we have to understand what that feels like, because I think a soulmate is someone that you can build, that comes into your life, that you meet, that you build your life with. You know what I'm saying? And you can love who you love.
Yeah, you can love a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on, I think you love people by, the attributes that they bring. You know what I'm saying? How they make you feel, if they, being consistent and giving you time. But sometimes love fades. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you could love somebody this year, you don't love them next year, and then your soulmate, the person that's always been there, you know what I'm saying? They make you want to do better. Like they automatically upgrade your life. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like straight up. Like I don't know. Like the soulmate thing, I think we have to understand what that feeling is. Like, like
I was gonna say, sorry. So if you have a soulmate, right? Does that automatically mean it has to be mutual? Like, does your soulmate, he also or she also has to be your soulmate?
I think so. I think so.
I think you would have to. If you're soulmates, you have to
you guys are a pair.
Yeah,
you guys are soulmating each other, right?
Yeah, and you should feel that.
Right. And so then if I'm thinking of soulmate and I'm thinking that like you guys are meant to be together and like nothing comes from without being each other. Yeah. What's the holdback if you guys both know that you're meant to be? Like, why are you in love with someone else or with someone else if you guys know? Like, one person knows and the other person doesn't.
Well, it could be like a timing thing. It could be a timing thing. Like, they came into your life and you wasn't. Like, I know for like guys, I can speak for like guys. Like, we mature slower than girls, so we don't usually see. Yeah, we don't usually see. That's why they always say like whenever dudes break up or whenever a couple break up, like the dude is happy at first and the girl is sad, but then later on the dude is always trying to come back because he's like, oh snap, I remember,
Yeah.
So like as far as like a guy's perspective, like for the soulmate question, it could have been bad timing. It could have been like you were not ready, immature, something like that. You were messing up a lot, things like that. That's one way that it could be. Another way it could be it could also still be timing, like circumstances, like the other person, like something.
I mean, it goes back to like what I was saying is like sometimes you just don't want to cross them boundaries. So like you might know that something's there, but at the end of the day, you don't want to ruin what you already have.
Hey, Nike, you better go get your man.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, that's it.
Nah. But I think that's what it comes down to, and it.
I don't know. I find it so hard to know and to leave it where it is. I don't know. I'm a go getter.
What if it wasn't up to you? What if
I know, I'm going.
What if it wasn't up to you though? What if
But
the dude was
that's-
messing up or something?
It don't even have to be that. It just circumstances in life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
life
it's
happens.
circumstan-
Life happens.
Life happens. That's the main thing. Life.
It's just
Things happen.
But I mean,
So how do you live with knowing that you can't have your soulmate? Like, how does that?
yeah, it'd probably be in the back of your head. I mean, it's probably always gonna be, in the back of your head and everything. But you move on.
I mean, you
it's
could probably
life.
you probably joke about it at the after years and stuff passed when you moved on and you and that person is married and you living your best life. You might joke about it, like, man, there was a point in time where I thought we was gonna end up together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
See, I don't know. When I think of soulmates, I think deeper. So I don't think there will ever be a time where, like, I don't. It's
So
hard
you would
to
go
wrap
for
my
it. You would go
mind-
for it no matter what was going on with him, no matter what was going on.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that I don't think I could truly be happily in love with someone else knowing that I have a soulmate.
I think you could.
I think you can.
Like, and then if that is the case, then I don't think that person can be in my face. I don't think we can ever joke about us being, because if it's soulmates, I don't think it ever fades. Like,
yeah, you may not do that, but I think you always gonna love that person. But as far as like you being able to be with another person, you could be like, there's a lot of good people out there. You could meet a really like good, solid dude that maybe he's not your perfect soulmate, but he's a great, solid
Right.
dude that treats you well, does everything great, everything good like that. And you could love him, even though in the back of your head you had a soulmate or whatever, something like that. And things just didn't work out. That's how I look at it sometimes, like life.
I think from a female perspective, we don't necessarily want to pursue, maybe not you, Diamond, but there's a lot of people that may not want to pursue their soulmate just because they feel like it's too perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of females think like when it's too perfect, something is bound to happen, So I think that might have a lot to do with it.
Hey, ain't nothing perfect.
and that's my other point. So then I don't know if I believe in a soulmate then. Because if I think of soulmate, I think of perfectionism, right? Like, we're meant to be together. The cards were aligned. We're destined for each other. And so if you're saying that we're destined for each other, but I can't have you, then I don't think we're soulmates. Because I think at the end of the day, our souls will align and we will be together if we were meant to be together.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think it's just people that you love and people that you end up falling out of love with, which is why I think that marriage is so, like, it's still hard to wrap my mind around marriage, especially people that get divorced and then get remarried, because you're saying that you're in love with somebody so many times and then you're supposed to say to death do us part. And I don't think I will ever say that now thinking about it, because there are so many people that fall out of love. Like we said, that's a thing, like that can happen.
Yeah.
And then you get remarried to someone else. So the way that marriage makes it seem like you found your match, like your soulmate is what we call it. It's not true, because there are so many oftentimes where people.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's
fall out of
also
love.
it's also how you go into it though. Like, if you go into it with the mindset like, all right, I love this person, like I feel this is my soulmate, and I'm doing this shit one time. Like, that's my perspective on it. Like, I've gotten married. I'm only getting married one time. That's it. That's so in the event it doesn't work out, praying to God it does, it does, but like, it's just, the marriage thing is just, for me, is one and done. And a soulmate, I think it's a person that, the universe puts in your life, and I go back to say that, that you build with, who you start your, your tribe with, so that's my take on the soulmate thing.
Yeah,
You can love whoever you want.
yeah, I think,
but a soulmate is somebody that's gonna be there and you're gonna build with.
Yeah, it's never gonna be a perfect person. They're not gonna be just absolutely perfect. Like, they still gonna get on your nerves, even though it's
Right.
could be your soulmate and everything like that. But like, I like what you were saying about like marriage and stuff. Like, marriage is not like a perfect thing. Somebody just decided, came up with that idea.
Yeah.
But it's not like a perfect thing. You got to work
Right.
at that. That's something y'all got to work on, because it's not like y'all get married and y'all just gonna be like, okay, we just love each other forever. Y'all still two human beings that, y'all mess up, y'all do stuff. It's just, honestly, it's just whether you want to make it work or not, because y'all not gonna be feeling the same way y'all felt possibly like when you first met them or something
Exactly.
like that.
So I got a question
Yes.
on top of the question. So can you have multiple soulmates?
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think there's one.
It's just that one person?
I think there's one that you really felt like, and I feel like I was talking to some like these older ladies the other day, and They was like, now when you meet that one, I promise you will know. She was like, I guarantee you will know. You'll feel it.
Yeah.
So I think I feel like there may be one person that comes across you that you was like, okay, that was the one.
Okay, and just to clarify my story, I don't think I found my soulmate, but I feel like my family think they know who my soulmate is. So, but I mean, I don't necessarily feel like that person was my soulmate, but I feel like some of my family members think that was my soulmate. So I haven't found them yet. So I'm still out here, you know.
You may not know. It may.
I'm still in these streets.
You may get it on the way home. You may get it on the way home. You're
6,
drive
7. But my everything that I bring to the table brings me up to a 10. So you know, I'm looking for
Stupid as hell, man.
You're gonna get it on the way home. You'll get it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yes,
we getting old, Davell. We got to get up there. We got to We got to get on peanut level.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't think I could date today.
In this day
tough.
and age,
It's tough. It's tough out here today.
It's definitely
I
harder.
don't think I could, because I think everybody, men and women alike, both wants to be seen. Like, I think they call them pick-me's. I just found out what there was a few months ago.
What's
Shout
a
out
pick-me?
to all the pick-me's out here.
Oh yeah.
What's a pick me?
Like
Is a person that say, hey, I did this for my girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife the other day. Look, I made a 5-course meal. I put out the roses and the candles.
Yeah.
You see me? You know what I'm saying? This is the shit I do.
Or
You know what I'm saying?
Or like
And-
when they sing, they be like, "Oh, I can't wait. When I get a man, he gonna get the best treatment ever." Like,
yeah.
I'm buying him all the Jordans.
Yeah. So
they be
all
picking the stupidest memes.
Yeah, and
and
they out there to be chose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think the dating pool is kind of weird nowadays.
It's definitely hard to date like once you like in the working field. Like I feel like most of my friends that you know are married, they all met their significant
In
other
high school or
high
college?
school and college.
Agree.
So I mean, it's harder to date when you're out working 12 hours, whatever hours a day. Because honestly, I don't be having the energy to really be going out and to be in the streets and you know to look like. First of all, if you flirting with me, you need to tell me you flirting with me because I ain't got time to play games anymore. Like I'm too tired. Like I'm grown, you know, and I'm ready to settle down. But I mean, at the same time, my friends be like, you know, well, what are you doing? I'm not putting in any effort to look and seek, you know. So I'm saying, so I mean, it's definitely harder to date
So
at this time in our lives.
do you think that you can have both a healthy relationship and a successful career?
So that's something that I've been struggling with for the past couple of years. Just because I know like my day job is very, very demanding. And I had some family stay with me for a couple of weeks. And when they stayed with me, it really made me think about like my situation at work because, you know, I work so many hours and I was like, I can't see myself as a parent, you know, and not being at home as much as I would like because literally when I came home, you know, they were, you know, winding down. My little cousins and stuff was getting ready for bed, you know, we ate together. But after we ate together, it was like shower and go to sleep. And then when they're asleep, I'm walking out the door. So like, I just don't see how I can bring any kids or have a family doing what I'm doing right now. Like I literally would have to have a set 8 to 5 job, you know, to see myself settling down. But right now, I just don't see it.
right.
Hey, she out here, y'all. Yeah.
But I do think the question, like, I do think that you can have a healthy relationship in career, but I think there's got to be some give and take though. And I think like what y'all saying, like dating today, like while you're working, like full-time job and everything like that. I think that it can be done. It's, you know, it's hard. I think, but see, that's the thing. How do y'all feel about like staying at home? Like,
Hey, I'll be a housewife.
you
Straight
cool
up.
with that? Y'all good with that?
I'm good.
I'm
You know,
not.
You know, see, I was like,
I'll be
I was
housewife.
wondering because, you know, it's either you get one of the two. Some girls are like, oh yeah, I'd love that, and some people are like, oh no, I would not.
And I
want that.
say that because like I feel like there's something I can start our own business or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, the way the daycares and schools and stuff is
Daycares
costing
is
now,
stacking up on
it's
y'all.
cheaper to keep her at home. So I mean, you know, so you saving money. that's just how I feel. But
I do not
take
agree
care
with
of
that
these
statement.
like,
Go out
hey,
and work,
hey.
get your job.
But I'm not saying like I would be a stay-at-home wife if like honestly if my husband was like, hey, just stay. I'd be like, okay, but I would want to do something on the side. I was like, okay, let me start up our own business, a family business or something like that. I wouldn't be able to just sit still in the house. I'm struggling sitting at this table right now doing this podcast. I'm over here twitching. I got to be on the go. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't want to take over this.
And how do you feel
No,
about
you
it?
got it.
segment?
I don't have a ill opinion towards stay-at-home moms.
Mhm.
Like if that's something that you feel like you are more beneficial at staying home, taking care of the kids and all of that stuff, then fine. But I think when you have a passion to do something, it's not gonna let me stay at home. So
Okay.
I can't stay at home because
What if but what
I'm
if like
passionate.
everything's like you well off, you're good, you're perfectly good, like financially everything, so is it still just that passion that's still gonna make you want to
money is not gonna, like, we sitting here doing a podcast for free, like, you know what I mean, like money isn't what's driving me to talk on the radio or talk on a podcast. So like she said, if I can have a business or I can be on air from 6 to 10 and come home to my kids, or I can still have a podcast running out of my office at the house, sure. But I think that the passion, and even though that I don't see myself, maybe things would change later on.
Yeah, maybe,
but I
like-
see myself being like a media mogul, like
Because
covering
this podcast gonna blow.
conventions and
What's
stuff like that.
up?
Yeah.
So I just don't. I see myself being on go. I've never seen myself sitting at home waiting for my husband to come.
We all young moguls in the making. So I'm definitely trying to be a mogul as well. But I mean, like at the end of the day, like I said, I mean, I say I would stay at home, but it wouldn't be right now. It wouldn't be right now.
I definitely couldn't be a house husband.
It would be
that
later
is a
on.
good question. Let's flip it.
Yeah, no, as a man, you got I got
I
way too
couldn't-
much pride.
couldn't.
I couldn't even date a girl who made more money than me.
Oh
Wow.
I could not.
Let's get into it. Why not?
I could not. Like I got a lot. Okay, I got a lot of pride. I have a lot of pride. So as soon as I find out that you make more money than me, I'm immediately looking like, now I feel shorter than you. I feel shorter than you all of a sudden. I'm like, okay,
That's deep.
Hey, so
That's
so
deep.
so if she made more money to you and y'all together, do you feel like it's still your responsibility to pay all the bills?
I
Or
will.
50-50?
Oh, and that's a question all in its own. Like, how do y'all feel about paying bills at 50-50? Like me, like how I was brought up, the man was supposed to take care of pretty much most of the stuff. That's how I feel like it should go. I mean, whatever works for y'all is good, but me personally, I would feel good providing. Like that will make me feel good providing most of it. Like if she wants to, put in on something, I guess, whatever. But majority of the stuff I feel like I would handle. And then
I agree with you, Davell.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's just kind of how.
I agree.
How
Pay
you-
all the bills.
No, but what I'm
Hey,
saying
boy.
is, I feel
Pay
like that's
them
how
bills.
you.
Hey, we
That's
can't
how.
have nothing down
That's
here.
how we're brought up. Like you want, as a female, I would want a man to to be the head of the household. Being the provider. This and all that. Not to say that I'm not gonna make good money, and I do make good money. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like it's just something like I couldn't see. I couldn't
question.
see myself dating somebody that make less than me.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
You sure?
yeah,
I
'Cause as soon
couldn't.
as I see
You
that,
sure?
as soon as I see that,
You don't think there's any?
I don't see somebody that's make. I can't. I don't know if I could be with somebody that
Hey,
makes less than me.
hey, what if you run across your soulmate and he tow trucks?
Then I wouldn't know he my soulmate.
He said I wouldn't know that. I didn't see him.
I'm gonna walk right past.
Hey,
I'm gonna walk right past him.
I can only see
Hey.
above a certain salary. I couldn't see him. I couldn't
hey,
see
no,
him at all.
but you run into
I
him.
missed him.
All right. So
I missed him.
So to bring it back, you're a young professional woman, single, and if you were looking for somebody, and you was out, and you happen to run into somebody, and then y'all talk for a while, and then you really feeling them, and then time goes by, you're like, hey, what do you do? You're like, oh man, I drive school buses.
It sound like a Tyler
Well,
Perry
I'm
movie.
gonna find that out in the beginning. To be honest, I'm gonna find that out in the beginning. But like, I don't know. I just feel like,
Wait, so
It takes a
what
strong-
do you
it
do?
takes a-
A first date question?
Hey,
oh yeah. I definitely like ask all these things just because I know what I'm looking for and I know what I
and
want.
and that's
and I know what I'm
exactly-
bringing to the table. So
Yeah.
if you can't match me or beat that, then I just can't see myself with.
Hey, it's hard out here for men.
Yeah.
I say that because it seems like we can only get chose by what we provide.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? And some women, they just pretty and can get whatever they want.
Yeah, it's
That's true.
I mean,
That is
yeah,
deep.
yeah.
That's real.
I think, I saw that somewhere. They was like, I mean, you only a good man based on what you can provide.
Yeah,
So
and that's
it's like-
crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey,
That's real deep.
But
it works out because then you have Davell who doesn't want you to make more than him, and then you have a Peanut who doesn't care how much you make.
Yeah.
And so, and then you have a Nike where you have to make more.
Yeah, she ain't gonna see it.
And then that leaves me
Walk
where
right by.
Walk
I
right
don't
through
care.
him. She's gonna phase through him like.
And that sounds very cold-hearted of me.
Because
I mean,
it is.
But I'm just saying.
yeah, you gotta call it how it is.
I'm just saying, but like, you know, I think there's definitely some good people in the world, good men in the world. But that's just, I'm looking for somebody that I can build an empire with. And I feel like if you are starting below what I'm doing, then it's gonna take us longer to get there. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, I would rather us, you know, bring this exactly the same, if not more, to the table.
Hey, but you can't just bypass them because he don't make as much as you.
Oh,
Because you may not.
It's a range. It's definitely a range. I'm not
you
gonna
may
say.
not see. Well, I ain't gonna say you per se, but a lot of women, like, you know, they may not see the potential because there's a lot of people out here with potential, and
But
it
I
takes
mean,
the right person.
To flip that though, there's a lot of men that's in the world, because I actually got asked this by a coworker. There's a lot of men in the world that are intimidated of women like me that has all the successes that I've had. So I mean, I'm
not
mean,
saying he's intimidated by it.
If I'm
I
out
just
here-
don't want it.
if
He
I'm out
doesn't
here-
want.
I've had
to-
like, I literally had a coworker ask me about this, and he was like, you know, like, you're gonna have to marry a doctor or a lawyer or something because, you know, you're an engineer, you got this, you got that, and and you know, I'm not gonna name what I got, but you know, so, and he was like, you know, as a man, that would intimidate me. And he was like, you know, how do you feel about that? And I'm like, if I'm intimidating a man, I don't want him. Straight up, like, you gotta be
There you go.
strong.
Hey, not me. Take care of me.
Take care of me.
Take care of me.
Take care of me.
But I mean,
Pull up.
I'm not. I mean, it's all fun and games though. But like, if somebody definitely came and swept me off my feet, and they made
things
less than me,
change.
then obviously that's gonna change.
How
My
much less
mindset will
so?
change.
Can they be a school teacher?
They could,
mean,
hey, them school.
Yeah,
hey,
you could be a professor.
No, I didn't say professor.
Hey, she's slick.
Second grade.
Tenured, by the way.
We gonna get.
I mean,
see,
it would.
Nike's
This is,
sound like a
this is
Tyler
a
Perry
topic.
movie.
This is a topic we're gonna have to go another day because this we can drag this one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even give my opinion.
Go
but
ahead. Go
for
ahead.
me, money doesn't really mean that much to me.
Nah, that
now,
makes
I like nice things, and
Okay.
so I would hope that my guy can match my fly. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying you have to make less or
Facts.
more than me. We
Facts
just
and
need to be
swag.
able to compensate for the things that we like.
That's a good
Right?
One. That's good.
And so, yeah, but like looks and love and looks, let me put love first, comes before the money. As long as we are able
You just want to be comfortable.
to, no, I don't want to
Like
be
you
comfortable.
definitely old.
because
for
I
real.
need to be able
This
to
is some
walk.
old
in
shit.
That's
the
the
this
whole yeah.
entire podcast. Hey,
I've been here
just wanna
before.
be comfortable.
She old
I've
as
been here
hell.
before.
Man.
I got an
Hey,
old soul.
The man got to be the head of the household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man.
The head and not
I'm not
the tail.
saying he have to be
Head
the
and not
head.
the tail.
He doesn't have to necessarily be the head.
Yeah.
Like, if I make a little bit more than him, that's fine. You know, I'm just saying, you know, like, I just feel that's just me in general. Like, I feel like we got to bring something equal to the table. Like,
Oh, I meant to ask you though, because you said he would pay the bills. So what are you going
he
to do?
doesn't have to pay the bills. I can split the bills.
Oh, okay. I thought you
So
said
you'll go
that.
50-50?
I'm doing it all.
Yeah.
I'm doing it all by myself right now.
You-
Shit.
I thought
you-
Is that
you go
y'all
50-50?
like 50-50 or?
I can do 50-50. It don't really. At the end of the day, we sharing bank accounts.
Yeah, because that don't even exist
It
in my
don't.
world.
It don't
Yikes.
matter. It doesn't matter.
I don't know if I'm sharing bank accounts.
I would share bank accounts.
I would.
We can have a joint bank account,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I probably
Okay,
do
joint
that.
but I'm
bank
going
account.
to also have my own.
Oh, definitely. You gotta
I-
have a
Yeah,
have a
of course.
security.
I firmly believe in like marriage as a partnership. So we're going to split the bills, and if we need to, or if you want to pay, totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. But I also feel like I should be able to go and get whatever I want with the money I made. So I don't think that you have to just know every time I went and made a purchase out of our joint bank account, or like you went to Gucci 5 times today. I also went to work 40 hours this week. So
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
I get where you're coming from.
5 times? You went 5?
I would put my foot down at some point, unless we just
Five?
balling out of control. Because I'd be like, oh well,
Alright,
shoot,
Damon, you need to
I bought me like 5 Louis V's.
intervention.
no,
Intervention.
but I'm saying that's the type of
Hey, I
relationship.
should have went to the Nike store 5 times.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that when we like struggling and the lights is out, but I got a new
Yeah.
Gucci purse. I'm saying that's the type of
5
relationship
new
that
ones.
hood
that
mentality.
we will have, is that we
Yeah,
will be
yeah,
able
yeah.
to
You
go
do what
and
you
do
wanna
these
do.
things where I don't have to check what's in our joint account and what you spent. Like,
Right.
Mm.
if you got the money in your side account and you want to go purchase a new whip,
Yeah,
All right.
that's just crazy to think about, like, because it's coming from like a single perspective,
Yeah.
going to married, like y'all, joint bank accounts, things like that. That's a whole different mindset, a whole different dynamic. It's crazy to even, I can't even really fathom it, honestly.
It's gonna be tough. It's definitely gonna be tough, especially because you're selfish
really
now.
that
You're
bad.
I was
selfish
gonna say
right now.
Peanut's.
No, it's honestly, it's really not that bad. Like, I'm broke for the record, but I'm not. Stupid. But now I'm really at the point in life where I can buy whatever I want. But like,
Must be nice.
like for real. But I mean, but I'm broke. Like, I'm
He said,
like,
but I'm
like,
broke.
like the C class now.
The C class.
Right.
All right, but
We got you.
no, but whenever you like on the joint bank account thing, like I have a joint bank account, right? But we don't, when we get paid or whatever, like the money that's in there, we don't be like, all right, you made 2,000,
Yeah.
you made you made X amount of dollars, so I have the privilege to spend this X amount. Like if it's in there, it's in there. Whatever's due, just pay that shit, and we're gonna keep it pushing.
Wait, so you don't have like a side bank account?
No, I have another account, but I wouldn't call it a side bank account.
Like, okay, not a side, but you have another account. Yeah, I'm not saying like.
I have my account.
I'm not
I
That
saying
sounds
my
shady. That don't sound
personal
shady. Like
account.
on my
she
side.
try to put me
I'm
in the
not
trick
saying,
bag.
like,
Hey,
the
she try to
personal
put me in the
account.
trick bag.
Wifey is listening. God.
She try to put me in the trick bag.
Side account.
Because I don't even want people to think that's what I was saying. Like, I'm not having a secret account.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, if you taking a boys' trip out, you don't have to take that from our joint account. Like, the only thing that should be in our joint account is like bills and a savings for like a rainy day fund. But all of our personal pleasure stuff, I personally, and I'm young and I don't know how marriage works, but I personally just think that should be in your own account.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from on it though.
But I mean, this topic we can go on for days, but we're running out of time today, so we would like to thank you all for tuning in. Please follow us on social media at the Say Less Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Give us feedbacks, topics, whatever you like.
Shoot us an email.
Shoot us an email. What's that email, Peanut?
saylesspodcast4@gmail.com.
Yes. And I wanted to leave you guys on a positive note. So it is the final Monday of Black History Month. So I'm gonna leave you guys with the MLK quote. The quote is, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Say less.
Hey, say less.
I like that one.
Don't be an inspiring rapper. Try to holler at Nike.